All right. Okay, guys. So we are live on Twitch and YouTube. If you are a dedicated Twitcher and a dedicated tuber, by all means, please report for duty. All right. I appreciate y'all so much. Your checks will be in the mail at the end of the year. All right. I got to do the books. Okay. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. Hey, Emmanuel. All right. Hi. Welcome in. Okay, guys. So I want to talk to Trump supporters. I haven't had a good conversation with a Trump supporter in about 3 days. Hey, Miss Deb. All right. And here's the thing. I've been doing a better job at being MAGA than MAGA's been doing a good job at being MAGA. Like, I've been doing better than them. Okay. I'm tired of doing better than them. All right. All right. Can I please get, a Trumper up here, all right, with a lick of sense that can actually carry a conversation, that can do this? Come on, we can do this, guys. I believe in you. All right. So while we wait for our Trumpers to come, you guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep being, engaged, stay engaged, stay encouraged. We're going to tap the screen. We're going to share the live. We're also going to keep knocking out the penny gifts because doing so helps keeps us on the FYP page. So that way these maggots can come in and we can have a conversation. So there's that. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much for the heart me. All right. Now, guys, what I'm looking for right now, all right, is I am looking for this article, all right, because apparently Donald Trump went on a Truth Social rant again about Joe Biden's mental health. Now, Joe Biden's not the president. We don't even know where Joe is. Joe is in Delaware somewhere enjoying his retirement. That's what Joe is doing, right? Joe is minding his business. He may even be taking a nap, but he ain't thinking about Donald Trump. Yet, here we are. Donald Trump got Joe on the brain. Joe stay on his mind. He dream about Joe. Exactly. Why is he so obsessed? Why are you so obsessed with Joe? Boy, he need to know. So, listen, I'm trying to find that. RF, obviously you do if you ask that question. So, I think you do. I think you do. All right. I really do think you do, RF. Oh, and I do have to do my PSA for tonight, guys. Hey, listen. All right. Tonight's Saturday. Yesterday was ruined. My mom's at work, so my mom can't watch tonight. That doesn't make me happy. Doesn't make me happy at all. Last night was definitely ruined by some BS. Okay. So tonight is a redo. Guys, I need y'all to do all of the good things. All right. Can y'all do that for me? If you fucks with me, you fucks with me. All right. Can we do all of the good things, please? I beg. All right. Okay, guys. We're going to keep tapping. We're going to share. We're going to take care of the gift goals. Also, I have the daily donation goal here of $150. Pay links are in the bio. Everything is appreciated. I have a PayPal and a Venmo. Everything with Erica. Also a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Thank you so much, Sean. All right. Guys, if you want to show love that way, I definitely take it. I appreciate it. Also, I didn't update you guys. Bubba has been enrolled in art school. So he's going to be going to the art class at the beginning of June, which is pretty awesome. I was able to convince him because he was like, I want to just draw. But this class has like the different mediums. So sculpting with clay, all of that different stuff like that. You know what, HS? You're a miserable piece of poop. And I'm going to leave that at that for you. I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm just going to leave that at that for you. You can go. You can leave because we don't tolerate that type of talk around here. And you best not be talking about Bubba. I know that much. Not art school, Brielle. Art camp. So he'll start art camp at the beginning of June. So yeah, he's looking forward to it. They are going to go over sketching and drawing, which is what he enjoys. So that's pretty awesome. So thank you to everyone who donated to Bubba during art camp. Y'all are pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves because y'all are great. Thank you. All right. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. All right, it's going to be fun for him. It's going to be fun. We'll see what happens. I found the one that I did find for him, I think is pretty cool. But this other one is a little further away. But next year, man, I'm signing him up for that one in March. Like as soon as it opens, he getting that one. I don't care how far I got to drive. He getting that one. And that one was like dope. But yeah, so it's going to be super awesome. Okay, here we go. This is me trying to multitask. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, go ahead and request up. Don't be afraid. No one here bites. All right. We can have a conversation. I know you're capable of it. I assume you at least passed fourth grade. All right. Where we can have some type of conversation. I don't know how mentally stimulating it's going to be, but I believe in you. I believe in you. So there's that. All right. So if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, go ahead and request up. Hey, Mr. Ty. All right. Go ahead and request up. Thank you so much for the heart me. All right. So let's see here. I'm trying to find it. If someone finds the true social post before me, by all means, send it to me. You can send it to me. I'll take it. I will take it. So let's see here. Do, 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 do. Oh, Chris, if you are here, Chris, you can post your photos in community activism if you want to. Yep, you can post your photos there. That's perfectly fine. And so let's see here. And that's in the Discord. Yeah, if you're a love and you're not trying to just spy, by all means, join the Discord. Join the Discord. By all means, we'll get you up in there. And then let me see here. Okay, True Social. Joe Biden. Okay, today. I have got to find this. I have got to find this. Oh, here we go. Let's see. The Hill has it. Sometimes I wish they would just like take a screen grab. Oh, what? I know, right, Natalie? I know. Natalia? I know. I be saying stuff. What's this here? I don't know if this person's going to load or not. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Do all the good things.
Hello, hello. Good evening.
Hi, Liv. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I'm embarrassed to say, but yes, I did, and I regret it. But I learned a hard lesson. I learned to do my homework, and not just follow major headlines. And I believe they used a lot of like scare tactics as their talking points, and that's what really had me believing that Kamala Harris was going to destroy the country and everything. Um, I'm just being honest, y'all. Please don't make fun of me. I am embarrassed, but what made me vote for Donald Trump was the border situation. I really believe that would help our country. Um, the reason I thought it would help our country is because I was worried about the amount of fentanyl and human trafficking that was going on.
Hey,
Like
so a few
Virginia.
things. I just want to stop you. First things first is how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, 28. Okay. And also her name is Kamala. So like Kamala. So Kamala. And also please use TikTok friendly language because we can't say certain words here. We have to abide by
Oh, what was I
TikTok's
saying?
terms of services. You can't say the
Oh.
name of D-Rugs here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
okay. It's okay. You know now. So I know you're moving forward. You won't use them. All right. So
I actually haven't been on TikTok that long.
that's okay. That's why I said, you know, now moving forward, you won't use them. So I understand. Okay. So you said that you were concerned about the amount of D-Rugs that were actually crossing the border. That was your
Yes,
concern?
yes, that was one of my concerns. I'm from the Carolinas. I got heavily infected by Hurricane Helene. I wasn't happy with the president and the vice president. I wasn't happy with how they helped us. I was concerned about how much money was going to the Ukraine instead of over here. It's just I just have so many regrets. Like I thought that Project 2025 was a hoax. It just so much dumb stuff.
The
Yes,
whole all
yes, yes.
900 and something odd pages you thought was a hoax?
Yes, because
And what about
I
Ukraine?
really
I'm sorry.
I really believed when he said that. I don't know, it was just the people I surrounded myself with, and I didn't do my homework. I didn't really deep dive into anything, and now I'm doing that. Now, I can't take back what I did.
No, you
I could
really
I could
can't take
only
back what you did. So what do you plan to do moving forward?
um not take stuff for face value, actually watch
Miss
debates,
Paychecks.
watch actually watch what they're saying, when they're in these rooms, right?
Is this
Go
going to
and
be only at a federal level or also local and state?
actually local and state, because I wasn't doing that either. This was the
Mm-hmm.
first time I ever voted, actually.
That was the
This
first
was the
time you
first
actually
time,
voted?
the
You're
first time
28?
ever. Yes.
Wait, you could have
Okay, I
voted in
know. Please don't come for
2016.
me.
You could have
Yes,
voted in
actually,
2016 and
actually,
2020.
I did. I didn't vote in 2020. I did. I take that back. I did vote in 2016.
Who'd you vote for in
And
2016?
I voted for Hillary Clinton,
Uh-huh.
and I was 20 years old. I was treated really poorly by my family, and I come from a super Republican family. And
I have a question for you. I always wonder
yes,
about that. And I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This is a white people thing. What you're white, aren't you? Are you
yes,
white? Okay, all right. I don't.
yes.
So I'm gonna ask you, what? Hey, Swan, why y'all care so much what y'all parents think when like they don't get to go in the booth
Well,
with you? They're not
you know
there.
what? I actually I don't even know whom I was raised by my grandmother. She's passed on, but
Oh well.
it was mostly my in-laws, and my husband's not white, by the way. Um it was mostly my in-laws, and yes, yes. I see your face. Listen, I made some shitty mistakes. I can only better myself going forward.
I don't have the spoons
So,
for this. What I don't even want to know. Okay, what is your in laws? What are they? Like what race?
well,
Not race, but ethnicity.
my husband, and he was adopted by white people.
Oh, they white. Okay.
Yeah, but my husband's not. Yeah, so all I can do is fix myself going forward. And if anybody has any suggestions,
You already
a
said
lot
them.
yeah, a lot of things that confused me is this quote unquote fake news, and what's fake news and what's real news, and how to differentiate from reporters who just give their personal opinion in things, and actual scholarly articles and stuff,
So what sources are you now using when you check for information? Tell us some sources that you're actually using now.
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out, but what I have started doing, I've started following certain people who report things on TikTok, and they'll send links to, like the White House website, the government website, so I can actually read, the executive orders, and actually read, what they're saying in the bills and stuff, versus just turning on Newsmax or turning on Fox, or
Hmm.
turning on ABC. I hope that makes sense. I'm embarrassing myself,
You're
but
not embarrassing yourself, love. It's you're learning. So one moment. I was trying to see something. Someone just said blagger in the chat and it made me happy. I got distracted. Hey, there you go. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Someone said
I,
blagger.
I even I even followed Candace Owens a lot. Um, listen, please don't laugh at me.
Are you trolling me? You're like a serious person.
I'm being serious. I'm being
Why
serious.
would
And
you follow Candace on?
have you ever seen her podcast called A Shot in the Dark?
No, because I don't care. This is ridiculous. You're trolling.
No, I'm not trolling. I'm not. And
I, 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 I
I'm
Candace Owens isn't a serious person. Candace Owens isn't someone. Candace Owens literally spreads disinformation. Do you know what disinformation is? The difference between disinformation and misinformation?
Yes.
What's
I've
the
been
difference?
following. I've been following the disinformation. That's the problem. That's the
Exactly. The
and
disinformation is definitely the problem because the disinformation is a flat out lie for propaganda purposes to make people think something differently,
yeah.
whereas misinformation is just you didn't understand something fully and you may relay it incorrectly. But yeah, that's disinformation. So what are you doing now in order to correct it? I'm not saying you have to follow all left leaning people, but I'm trying to figure out what is it that you're doing now.
I'm literally, and this sounds crazy. It's just like I had this awakening, this enlightenment, and I'm just trying to.
Thank
And
you,
I'm sorry,
Amanda.
I'm sorry if I'm sounding retarded. I'm just nervous,
Oh, you
but
can't say that word. Don't say that. That's a slur,
oh,
babes. Don't do that. Don't say that word. Guys, tap, tap, tap the screen. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. Go ahead, Liv. I'm listening.
I'm just trying to find some credible sources. And if anybody has any suggestions, or if you have any suggestions, please, by all means, I would love to hear some.
Okay. So use when you're looking at your news, you want to use center sources, not left leaning, not right leaning, but sources in the center. So you can try like Reuters because they just report the news, BBC, Al Jazeera. You can even try AP News. Of course, all of these places have opinion pieces. However, when it comes to actually reporting what has happened, they report just what's happened. And I say BBC and Al Jazeera because those are international news, and they present the news in a different way than the
Right.
American publications do. So you can use them, definitely non biased sources. I would stay away from whitehouse.gov as a news source because that's going to be slanted to the current administration. So I
That
wouldn't
makes
use
sense.
that.
Okay.
Also, unless you're just looking at an actual bill, a House resolution or Senate bill that has been introduced, then I would stay away from certain like Congress websites, like congress.gov. And the
Right.
reason why, again, is because it's going to lean towards who's ever in charge. So you just want to be careful with that.
Okay.
And when doing your research, always check out the about section of a page to see what that organization, that school, the think tank, whatever it is, you just want to take a look and see. Also, take a look at the methodology, sorry, of studies to see like what group was actually polled or studied. Just you have to take a look at a lot of information and be able to analyze the basically the document that you're looking at.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. And I'm writing some of this stuff down.
Cool. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you have to do. You have to be able to question everything. You don't believe everything that you hear. Even if I say
There was,
something, fact check it. Your husband
right. There
says
was,
something, fact check it.
right. There was a lot of non-informed voters, I think, this current election. And why I say non-informed, they just went off of propaganda. I feel like I thought I had information from credible sources, and I just went off of propaganda,
Oh
basically with
yeah,
that.
Johnny mentioned one too. NPR. NPR is a good source also. I forget about them.
NPR.
hmm I like NPR and PBS. So yeah, NPR and PBS for as long as we have it PBS and NPR. You say you think that there was a lot of a bunch of uninformed voters.
Yes, I believe that.
Oh, thank you, Shay. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Drop some hearts in the chat for Shay. Okay, you believe that? I mean, possibly. Why do you think that though?
I think that because when you try to talk to somebody, like for example me, which I can't get my thoughts together,
You're fine.
because I put myself on the spot, but especially when I talk to like a lot of my relatives and friends and family who voted for Trump, they don't have any facts behind stuff. They think that Donald Trump is their Lord and Savior, and they can't say why they hate. They can't say factually why they did not vote for Kamala Harris,
Kamala.
and they can't. I'm saying it wrong. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to.
I understand.
Kamala,
It takes practice.
Kamala, Kamala
There you
Harris.
go.
They can't say why they dislike her. They just say I don't like that lady. That it makes no sense. And they just list like bullshit reasons.
Yeah. You want to know why?
Why?
Racism, misogyny, even internalized misogyny from women. So there's that.
Right.
So that's it. I'm not gonna. I know a lot of people will probably sit here and try to walk you down a logic train and get you to see. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing that. Just tell you how it is. It's racism.
No, I don't. I don't need you to do that. I've come to realize it myself, and I can only fix my mistakes going forward. I can't take nothing
Exactly.
back.
There you go. That's all you can do. That's truly all you can do. And then once you do that, you just have to make better decisions moving forward. Do your research and do it on a local, like you said, you're doing it on a local level, a state level, and federal. So hopefully, come the
Right.
midterms in 2026 next year, November, you'll make better decisions that are more in line with what you actually believe in. And then come
Right.
2028, you'll make a better decision in regards to the president because what we have going on right now, it cannot continue.
Right.
Yeah. So, did you have anything else for us?
No, ma'am. I followed you, and I'll be checking out your
Awesome.
lives and your content.
Great. Well, thank you so
You
much for coming up, love.
have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Awesome. Fantastic, guys. Great. So if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, go ahead and request up. Let's have a conversation. All right. I promise you, I don't bite. I don't. I eat before the show, I think. Did I eat before the show? Like an hour beforehand. So yeah, there's that. I hope y'all hear Bubba. I really do hope y'all hear him. If y'all didn't hear him, no, you didn't, Sean. Hey, District 11. Hey, baby girl. Oh my gosh, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Share the live. Let's do all of the good things. Y'all can hear Bubba? That's crazy. All right. What is he yelling? He said, it's obviously you don't bite. It's obviously you fart on people as a defense mechanism. Bruh, what? Like what? What are we saying right now? Like what are we doing? No, no, Bubba, no. Mm-mm. Go, go, shut the door. Bubba, no, you can't. It's not a liberal defense mechanism. Bubba, get out. Thank you. All right, guys, let's keep tapping the screen. I know, right? Boys are a lot of fun, aren't they? They're just so much fun. So much fun. All right, guys. I can't keep my train of thought with this child. All right, share the live. Let's go ahead and knock out the tickets. Have 19 more of those to go. Let's see. Let's say MAGA. I'm just gonna say MAGA. I don't want Blagger. I dealt with Blagger earlier. And guys, I am. Oh, thank you. Is it Jen? Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you for the cat massage. Do my shoulders look tense? They probably are because I probably am tense. Oh my gosh. I just have one globe and my gosh. I just have one. And I'm like, bruh, he just be saying stuff. But guys, I want to see what we had about Donald Trump and this whole, like what he said about Joe. Can you ask a question that's important to you? Yes, you can in the chat. What question do you happen to have? Five boys? My God. Well, your name says it all. Hey, Uncle B. Thank you so much for the money, gun love. Thank you guys for knocking out that gift goal. All right. I want to. Okay. What question do you have, Aries? You can ask it in chat. I can't be taking chances. Okay. What's the question? You can ask it in the chat. What's the question? Happy Saturday. Yay. I was thinking today I might do acoustic karaoke because I know y'all love it when I sing. Me. But yeah, so yes, you can hear me. You can hear me. I like your name, Smoke and Stack. I love that movie. I want to see it again. How would you begin to help heal our black population? Why would you want to take that on by yourself, babes? You're gonna need community for that. You're gonna need community. You can't do that on your own. You definitely can't do that on your own. You're gonna need, I don't know. That's a really good question. To heal the black community? I don't know. That's a good question. You're gonna have to let me ponder that one and then come back to it. Because that's a really, really good question. And I don't know if I can have the answer for you just like that. That's a great question though. That's a really good question. Hmm. There we go. I'm thinking about that. Okay, fantastic. But yes. Don't you think if Donald Trump doesn't do something, Brown is going to take over? What the hell do you mean by Brown is going to take over the country? What does that mean, go hard? I sent you an invite. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Like, huh? Is that like what? Say that again. Like what? Those were words. Like, don't be afraid to come up. All right. I think I do too. I think I do too know what it means. But yeah, like what? Oh, you can't go online. You can just tap. All right. Well, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Not tonight. Oh, who do we have here? Okay. Hi, Roku. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How old are you?
26.
26. Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. And so, Roku, you voted for Trump, Donald Trump. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The TikTok's like loud in my ear. My apologies. Thank you guys so much for knocking out the tiny dinies. You guys are doing fantastic. Thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. All right. So, Roku, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
Well, because I didn't want to vote for Kamala. And
Okay.
I'm not a
hold
liberal.
Hold on. Time out. Let's try it again. I'm just going to set some parameters. Let's do this. Tell us why you voted for Donald Trump without mentioning Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or Barack Obama or any other president or any other administration.
I liked the energy he brings to America.
So you voted on vibes.
Amongst other reasons.
Okay, then try to name a reason that doesn't involve the people mentioned. Just was there any policy that you like? Any issue that he platformed?
Well, I don't like the war in Russia and Ukraine, and so I prefer his direction with trying to end that as peacefully and productively as possible, which we're seeing he's having peace agreements right now, which is productive.
Is it productive though? Because there's a few things there. It's not. Because here's the thing.
Oh, okay.
He literally didn't he say that he was going to end the war as soon as he got elected?
Sure.
And he did say that. Oh,
he did.
So
and
he lied.
He didn't. And so he was wrong and he lied and he's bad.
Yeah. Because he
you definitely right. And when you run when you're running for office, you make statements, you make promises. I'm going to end this.
I don't think anyone would be making an actual tangible goal of ending a war as soon as they're elected. He has no power as an elected, as just, president elect.
He has power.
He doesn't have any power as of November 6th.
He has his power in and of
As of November 6th, he didn't have any power to stop any type of war. So why say that? He lied to y'all.
Yeah, you're right. But now we're seeing peace deals and now we're seeing discussions within 100 days.
But
so a matter of 2 months, a matter of 2 No, I'm sorry. A matter of 2 months.
Nope.
So he did it 2 months.
Didn't Russia just basically bomb Ukraine like today, unaliving people? I don't think Russia just did that.
Speak, or are you going to mute me?
I didn't mute you. That was one of my mods. Sometimes my mods be doing stuff that they want to do. Ooh. So but didn't that just happen? That was breaking news. Yeah, that was. It was breaking news.
Yeah. Well, I certainly want that war to end, and I never supported it to begin with. And I'm glad that he's working towards it.
Listen, here's the deal.
What's the deal? Wait, what was your name?
Russia and Ukraine actually, literally, were having their own peace talks. All right. They didn't work. Donald Trump tried this. Wasn't Donald Trump the same guy crying on True Social about Putin not listening to him? And this war must stop now. But everyone listens to Donald Trump, right? Obviously not.
No,
so I'm trying to understand.
He's definitely just one man. He's one player.
Why do you have so many excuses for him, though? I'm
That wasn't an
confused.
excuse. I'm just
It
making a
was.
state. No, just making a
You're saying this
no.
one man. I mean,
What?
but he's
That
tough. He's
wasn't.
Donald Trump.
Wait, can I actually finish this statement without you interrupting me?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try really, really hard. Go ahead.
Thank you. He's one man in the midst of many different men and women that are doing all sorts of things that we don't even know about. No, that's all I'm saying. Like
I just said
just something right, but with an undertone of like.
How do you think it was condescending? I just said
Because that's been your tone.
You could have said
time that I'm talking
I was
to you.
incredulous. I'm not condescending. I'm incredulous. I don't believe you.
You don't believe me that he's simply one man in many different men.
No, I don't believe that you're not making an excuse for him.
Power in this earth. Oh, I'm not making excuses for him. I'm glad I voted for him.
You're making excuses as to why he hasn't actually brokered a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine.
No,
he said himself that he was going to do it, and then also he himself said that after he lied and said that he would do it once he was elected, he then said that he would do it once he got into his first day in office. That didn't happen. He even met with Vladimir Zelensky.
I wonder how much
he failed.
The Democrats are paying you for your live.
Oh my God, guys.
I'm just saying.
He figured out my secret, guys.
For everything.
He figured out my secret, guys. Here we go.
Exactly. No, it's just
I'm getting paid. Getting paid by the DNC.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is it Soros or is it Schumer or who is it? Who is it?
Oh, it's got to be Soros.
It's Soros? Guys, Soros is totally paying me. Soros is totally paying me. Matter of factly, if you want to contribute and add on to what Soros is doing, by all means, pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle. My Zelle is everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. I appreciate all your love, your support. So definitely by all means. I haven't gotten anything. I have a $150 donation goal and I haven't gotten anything. So there's that. So matter of factly, I don't think I'm getting paid by the DNC.
Okay.
Okay. So there's that. Buddy.
So you say.
Okay. All right.
Anywho, don't kick me.
I didn't. Who's kicking you? Why are you so being kicked?
I saw
you normally get.
I saw your fingers go up to the phone. I got scared.
Do you normally get kicked?
No,
that what normally happens?
No. Why would I?
Okay. I just making sure. Like, is that something that normally happens to you? Do you want to talk about it?
Well, I have been kicked before.
Because that sounds like it left a mark. Anywho, they're not. There is no peace deal happening, buddy. We wish that there were. I
actually probably agree with that. That's actually probably true. And I feel like it's beyond Trump's control as well.
No shit, Sherlock. And I say that nicely.
No, I mean don't be rude and don't be disrespectful.
I'm not being rude. No, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm saying no shit, Sherlock.
Because what I'm telling you is that Trump is a relevant player in this, but he is not the end all be. No, don't look at me like that. When he's
you gonna stop telling me what to do.
No, when he's
that much.
No, you're good. When he's the one funding NATO. No, when he's the one funding. Who's the one giving over the money for like the hundreds of billions of dollars? Is that America or is that other countries? Who is that?
How does NATO funding work, sir?
We willingly fund tens of billions of dollars to NATO, and
I didn't ask you what we fund. I asked you how does NATO funding work.
I'm guessing they ask for it formally from us, and then we give it to them.
Is that how you think NATO funding actually works there? That's sad.
Why don't you try to pull a power? No, you're good.
No, because you're sitting here. No, you're making. You're sitting here asserting something that you don't know anything about. What happens is the countries have actually, the NATO countries, all right, they have agreed to actually pay 2% of their country's GDP towards defense spending. All right. What country in the world has the largest GDP?
I don't know. China.
Really?
America.
China? Really? Yes, the United States, dear.
Okay,
so is China a part of NATO?
So you're reinforcing my
Is
point.
China a part of NATO?
I don't know. I don't know who has the largest GDP, but I'm guessing it's us now, since you say
No, I really do believe that you voted on vibes. You voted on vibes, didn't you? It's okay. If you voted on
No,
vibes,
you're so
and
good.
actually people have spent 2%. T King, I
So
need you to get a
let
resource
me
to prove
ask
that
you a
they haven't,
question.
because
Can I
Germany and
ask
the
you a
US
question?
have both done 15% actually towards defense spending.
Can I ask
Go
you a
ahead.
question?
Sure, by all means, go ahead.
Did we not contribute over $60 billion to Ukraine? Did we not do that, or did we do that? Just
Did we
answer
do that? It wasn't even 60 billion. It was
No, I think
actually
it might be more.
yeah, I think it was $82 billion. But do you know how
We
much was
sure
actually approved?
fucking did. We sure fucking did.
How much was approved?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care what was transferred. That's all that matters, what was transferred. So it's over 80 something billion. I wonder
It's
how much
82.
of that is. Yeah, I wonder how much of that is really going towards this war. I wonder what bureaucrats it's going to in Ukraine.
Contact your local congressman.
I wonder what third
The
party
fuck?
interest group that money is going to. I wonder why I'm paying for this. I never agreed to this. I don't support this war. That's what I'm wondering. And
Why
I'll leave it at
are
that.
you paying for Trump to go golfing every weekend?
I don't care. Don't change the subject.
Why are you
I don't support
that's
this war
silly.
that's gone on for 5
You're saying
years.
that you care about where your tax dollars go. That's what you're saying, right?
I don't want it to go to war.
That's literally what you're saying.
I
all right.
literally
Why
am.
don't you care that Donald Trump is wasting money? He's wasting money
So watch
every single
what she's
weekend.
doing,
Dude
guys. She's
is
changing
literally
the subject
projected
now.
to spend over $1 billion on golfing.
So she won't address my point.
That's
She'll
crazy.
now go on to her now.
That doesn't make any sense. No, the point is that
Remember
you
in the
don't make
beginning
any
of this
sense. You, for
conversation,
some
like,
reason, care about
you go,
them
"Don't
spending money to
Yeah, you go,
help
"Don't tell
people
me why you
avoid a
voted for
genocide
Trump,"
and to
without
help
talking
people
about Kamala. Now you're talking
actually.
about Trump.
Okay, here's the deal. Thanks. Appreciate it. I just muted you that time. There we go. All right. So here's the deal. You're talking about you care about where your tax money goes, but you don't care that Donald Trump has spent more money in his first 100 days as president than any other president in the last 30 years. I think that's a bit hypocritical, buddy. I think you're picking and choosing. You're just picking and you're choosing. And that's not okay. It's not okay. Roku, it's not okay. All right, I think we got. Oh, is that a sub? Oh my gosh, Blue Canary, thank you so much for sending out the 3 subs. Yay, you get the song. All right, awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for Blue Canary for sending out those subs. All right, if you are a new sub, by all means, show some love to Blue Canary and thank her or thank them. I don't know their gender. All right, their pronouns for the subs. Also, as a sub, you get access to the monthly drop. So if you're not feeling the op, you can drop. Also, you can do 10 minutes of co-hosting with me on the panel where we can come up and we can have a conversation with these MAGAs together. Also, last but not leastly, all right, you get access to our amazing Discord. Yes, you do. That is where all the fun happens. We're still building it up, and so we're still trying to do all the good things there. So by all means, become a love. Click that star next to the chat bar and drop those hearts in the chat for our new subs. Thank you. Awesome. Also, I got something. I think I got a DNC payment. Oh my gosh, I did. Oh my God, I did. Shout out to Courtney for the $10 for dealing with these idiots. Yes, Courtney. Yes, I try. I don't know why I enjoy it. I feel like it's my calling. It's what I was meant to do. Thank you, babes. I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Courtney for the $10. Awesome, guys. We're $140 away from goal. All right, $140 away from our daily donation goal. Pay links are in the bio. PayPal and Venmo. Everything with Erica is the name. Also, I have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. I appreciate all your love, your support, your encouragement, and most definitely your engagement. All right, let's keep this going. Let's knock out those finger hearts. Oh my God, we're in the subways. We only have 2 more subs to go in order to reach our goal of 5 subs. So again, if you want to become a love, click the star next to the chat bar. Let's just keep doing all the good things while we talk to Roku. Good God. Roku. So make it make sense.
I kind of love that. I was really quick. I just was kind of entranced by your
Yeah,
whole,
white men love me. I know. Come on, let's go.
I do. No, I was entranced by your
I know. I'm aware. I don't know.
thing about it.
Go on. I just want to know, like, make it make sense. You care about us sending money over, money that our Congress approved, because they actually approved over $100 billion to go there.
Exactly.
I think it was 112, something like that, or it wasn't 160.
Gosh.
No. Because I know it wasn't half of the, a little bit over half of the money
wasn't
went
there
over.
Multiple bills that had different amounts.
No, it's when they do their spending. So when they do appropriations, so they appropriated these funds to go to the Ukraine. All right, so allocation. Shout out to Georgia for subbing. Thank you so much, Georgia. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Georgie boy.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Were there multiple points of that? Multiple times in which money was
Part of
put
it
in at different points. Yeah.
No, I believe it's just a part of the actual the budget. But here's the thing. Part of that was just weaponry. So basically old weapons were sent over. All right. So they accounted for that. They also sent over aid. So there's that. In total thus far it was about
Okay,
$82 billion.
All right, I yield.
And Congress, you yield.
I just can we just get to the broader aspect of this thing? Like, what do you want to have happen? No,
What I want to have
you as a
happen is
person- what's
I
your
want Donald Trump to be
platform?
impeached. I want
I
him
don't
out of
care.
office.
Okay, let's talk Trump and Ukraine. That specific issue. What would you like to have happen there? Ultimately, no, I'm just you're a human being. This is a part of the world that's contested. What would you like to have the result be? I mean, what do you think?
What do you mean? Ukraine
What's
is a sovereign
your-
country. Russia should leave them alone and get the F out of there. What do you mean? What do I want to happen? What?
Okay.
What do you want to happen? What do you think? Are you a Russian sympathizer?
Well, I fear you may not even understand the
Bye-bye.
Ukrainian people. Of course, we do have the racist Nazi group of Ukraine.
TikTok for any language. You can't say the N word. You gotta say schnazi.
Oh, Schnauz. Okay. Well, you have that group that is a strong Ukrainian presence, and Zelensky was apathetic towards that group. Do you remember this? And so I wonder sometimes your position, your support of Ukraine, when I fear you don't know the history of it. You may not know this group, the Schnazi, group within
What
Ukraine.
are you talking about? And what the hell are you?
It
What are
was
you
part of
on
the
about?
news. It was part of the news cycle a few years ago. It was I can't recall off the top of my head, but it was
wrong.
No, it's literally a
source it.
Gosh, okay. I guess I would just Google.
Okay, then Google it.
I need to remember the name of the group.
Okay.
It's called. I forget what it's called.
Well, exactly. I'm gonna put you on hold while you think about it. Go ahead. Think about it. All right, guys. If you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead. Don't be scared. Request up. All right, so that we can have a conversation. Roku is gonna get his source. Whatever the hell it is he's talking about. I say that with kindness. All right, there we go. All right, so guys, keep tapping the screen because what the hell is he talking about? All right, let's see here. What is he on about?
All good. Does anyone really? I mean, I'm sure someone in the comments can remember this. Please, I mean, if somebody just. I will say I'm tipsy right now. Yes, it's a Saturday night. Yes, I've had a couple margaritas.
Shout out to Emmanuel for the 5. Emmanuel said, tell guests he does hold the same. Oh, tell guests, does he hold the same standards for the actual apartheid simps that Trump is ushering in on a G-side lie? Oh, yeah. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? What do you think about Donald Trump bringing in Afrikaners?
Bringing
white Afrikaners.
Bringing in white Afrikaners, so people from Africa?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did I stutter? Hey, Santana.
Hello.
What's up, bro?
Know. I really don't know the context.
Okay, I don't care anymore, Roku.
Oh,
what's up, Santana?
I wanted to say Roku. Roku was like, oh, I think everyone can remember. I'm sure someone in the chat. I guess I would just Google, hey Roku, go get that source, bud. Go get that source. No one cares. Go get that source. No one cares about your drink. We've all been drinking. It has been a rough life with Donald Trump in office. No one cares. Go get that source, bud. Where is it, bud?
It was on the news cycle. I
hear you. Okay, then Google it. I hear you. Then Google it and go get that source, bud.
Do you feel like you're doing something right now?
Yeah, I'm saying I need that source from you, bud. You said it's something that was easily Googleable. You said you're sure people can remember. Cool, go get that source, bud. Or
that was his British accent. Yeah.
No, it's Irish. No, that was
it's
yeah,
Irish. Okay.
Yeah. Ours.
Really don't know how to respond to that. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. Hey guys, there is 262 people in here. Erica still has $140 left in her nightly donation goal. Guys, let's get this goal moving. I mean, $140 easy. Easy, especially if we're going to be up here dealing with Roku, who's speaking strictly from his feelings. So if 140 people send $1, we can knock it out. Venmo, PayPal, she even has a Zelle, everything with Erica. If you want to send Cash App, if you only have Cash App, you can send it to me. Santana Speaks 24, Santana Speaks 24. Make sure you just say this is for Erica, and I will get it over to her. But let's knock this out. It's only $140. Like, let's say Roku, like chip in $1.
Wait, are
Come
you
on,
guys
Roku.
like friends that like go on each other's lives and then like promote each other?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Hey, Roku, do you have that source?
Okay, so you're just like,
hey, bud. Hey,
meant
bud.
to be like
Hey,
a little
bud.
tag team
Hey,
against
bud.
me?
Hey, bud, do you have that source?
I don't know, dude. I don't really care.
Okay,
enough
so
to,
you don't
like,
have
go
the
look it
source.
up. Yeah, I guess
Okay.
you got me. I guess
Okay,
you win.
so you're speaking from your feelings, huh?
It's crazy to be a
All right.
Democrat.
Anyway, so like I was
Like,
saying, guys, let's go ahead and
so
knock
many
out
feelings
Erica's
for
gift
him.
goal. Exactly. Knock out Erica's gift goal. There's only 4 finger hearts left for the daily gift goal, so we can knock that out. Oh, and there's 6 minutes left to get one more sub. Guys, if you want to be a love, not only do you get really cool stickers, but also you get access to a Discord, which, not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of Discords, but I actually enjoy Erica's Discord. So we only need one more subscriber. So if you're not a subscriber, please
literally
consider
watch them
subscribing,
fight money.
and you will get access to not only these amazing stickers, but you get access to the Discord, and you get access to the co-host 30 minutes.
10,
and so
10,
guys,
you changed it. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Whoever subscribes right now gets 30 minutes. So says I. So the next person that becomes a sub gets 30 minutes co-host privilege, not 10 minutes. So someone better go ahead and grab that sub now. Someone better do it now. W's in the chat for Lady Ball. Lady Ball sent a $5 donation over to Erica, and I'm gonna get it to you guys. She said Santana made me do it. Listen, I will take all the blame. Let's go ahead and knock out Erica's gift goal. And again, the next subscriber gets 30 minutes of a co-host. So if you guys aren't a subscriber, go ahead and grab that subscription. I'm gonna drop down and let you
appreciate you, bro.
Thank handling you. Roku. So
all right, I'll never say this ever again, but drop some hearts in the chat for Santana.
Dubs in the chat for Santana.
All right. Mr. Ty, don't be Mr. Ty, come on. Okay, but yes, I have a few things to read off, guys. All right, a few things. Thank you so much, Ms. Deb. Thank you, Emmanuel. So that's 5 and 5, so that's 10. Also, shout out to Jessica for the 5. Jessica said, when I grow up, I want to be like you. You're amazing. Oh my God, thank you, Left Jess. You're so cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, awesome. And so that's 15. I'm keeping track, y'all, because I know I can't multitask. All right. And this is probably why Roku thought that he could come up here and own me. But no, dear. I'm smarter than you.
That's so weird.
All right. Also, shout out to Nick for the $10. Nick said you deserve it for all your hard work. Thank you so much, babes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much. So that's 25. All right. So, guys, we are now at 115 in our daily goal. 115 left in our daily goal. Pay links are in the bio. Thank you all so very much. Drop some hearts in the chat for Nick, for Left Jess, Emmanuel, and Ms. Deb. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Okay, so did you get your source? Because we gave you a lot of time.
Oh, I thought you didn't care what I had to say.
I'm seriously, I didn't care at the moment. Like, but where's your source? Where's it at?
I didn't even look it up. I was just
you were just saying stuff?
No, it's just in the moment. Okay. No, I didn't lie or anything.
All right, so can you tell us right now, what's the policy that Donald Trump has put forth to actually benefit American citizens?
Well, I'm going to stop right here because I'm not even going to answer it. Because whatever I say, you're just going to say something else.
What do you mean I'm just going to say something else?
We're just going to be like, no, that's not
what do you mean?
True.
Is that how I sound?
Well, that's what you're going to do.
Do I sound that way? No, tell me. So, dude, tell me. Give me a policy. Give us something.
You know what?
Give us something.
Let me actually just say I'm not going to say a policy. What I'm going to do is, okay, I know.
I'm listening.
But, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say it's his presence alone. At this point, Donald Trump is simply no. He's an energy and a symbol of America. And his sheer we just saw the welcome mat be rolled out in Saudi Arabia, did we not? As they welcomed Trump with open arms and with discussions. We see him having discussions with all of the world leaders and really present for them in a way that, if I remember correctly, Biden was literally asleep. And I'm sorry to bring up Joe Biden, who was asleep.
I know you're in
his
the
entire
zone.
presidency.
You're so in the zone. You're like, whoop, you're focused. I get
right.
it.
Okay. Well, I'll cool down.
I have a question, Roku.
No,
I have
so
a question.
chill. Yeah.
My question for you is this: is that when it comes to Donald Trump supporters, when asked a direct question, why are you unable to answer?
I think it's because we're all alcoholics and distracted, and our incest come from incest, and our inbreeding British backgrounds. Yeah,
that's a very honest answer.
I know, it was kind of like
it's very honest,
a witty, charming answer that I thought you would enjoy.
Yeah, that's a very honest answer. Very, very honest. Like, thank you for answering. And yeah. Okay. All right. So like, are you sure you're equipped to have the conversation then? Like, are you sure you're equipped to have this conversation?
Of course.
You are?
What do you mean?
I'm just making sure, because that was a strange answer, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a feeding answer. It's an answer that gives fully into your perception of me in a satirical way.
Why do you think that I have some type of perception of you? I don't know
because you agreed with it and said, "Yep, that's right." Wow,
I didn't say that it was right. I said that was an honest answer.
Yeah, you're like, that's an
because
honest
I
answer.
can only assume that you're being honest with me, right?
That's your perception of.
I can only assume that you're being honest, right?
Exactly, I am.
Oh, okay. That's all I can presume. Why would I presume ill intent?
Because you agree with the satirical ill intent towards myself, which I displayed in what I said.
You've kept the same tone the entire night. Okay. So the entire time you've been on this panel, you've had the exact same tone. And I have chosen to take your tone as genuine. So when you say that is based off of incest and that you're all alcoholics and whatever else it is that you did say, then I have to take you at your word, right?
That is fair.
Okay. So, what else would you like for me to do, sir?
You will find alcoholics in the left and the right. Let's just say that.
That is so weird. What are
No, I'm just saying.
Very strange.
Oh, am I so strange? Why am I so strange? What's so strange?
Hey, shout out to Robin for the $5. Thank you so much, Robin. I appreciate you, love. Thank you. I'm trying to keep track. They're coming in so fast, guys.
Well,
so
let's just put it this way. I guess I could never be a Democrat.
No one actually cares, and no one's trying to convince you to be a Democrat. Everyone just wants you to make better decisions. Did you just say girl?
Girl, no. Don't
get comfortable. We're not friends. We're not friends.
Don't pretend like I'm not. Hey.
Roku, calm down. We're not friends. Don't call me girl.
Hey.
My bro doesn't even call me girl.
Don't pretend.
Don't call me girl. When you come off of mute, you're gonna acknowledge that you're not to call me girl.
I'm not to call you that. Sure. Okay. Understood.
Acknowledged it.
Acknowledge.
And be genuine about it.
I'm genuine. Don't pretend like I'm not your content. Don't pretend like I'm not what brings in foot traffic to your page. So just acknowledge that about me for a second. And don't act like, you're like, I don't.
So are you saying that you're being disingenuous right now?
Absolutely not. I'm saying you need to acknowledge that I bring in foot traffic to your page because this is what you're requesting is the MAGA opposition. And so
I'm actually requesting people that actually want to have genuine conversations because we don't even debate here.
Ops only. MAGA, you've been duped. Ops only is literally your prompt.
So you have been duped. You proved that in the first 2 seconds. What's up, bro? What?
Old boy think he's the main character.
Oh, look at Santana.
He thinks he's the main character.
He's not the main character.
Hey, Roku,
Have
you're
fun,
just
Santana.
random MAGA clown number 47. That's it. Like you are, listen, you're not special. You're just next. That's all you are. For
You're not
some
special. You're
reason,
just next.
exactly. For some reason, you think that you're special because you're on the panel. Guess what? You're not, bud, because the show goes on with or without you. So either you can actually engage or you can fuck off. Right? I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. You don't bring any foot traffic in. Roku, you are a random person that has 68 followers. No one actually cares what you have to say. I promise you, no one cares. Get over yourself. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop that down. That was just funny. Bro thinks
That
he's
was
the
so
main
fun.
character.
Yeah.
Thinks he's the main character.
Yes, main character syndrome. I get it.
Okay, all right, I'm gone.
All right,
Seriously.
bye. Okay. Anywho, shout out to Uncle B. Thank you so much, Uncle B. Thank you for the $20. And Miss Carol, thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate y'all. All right, so that's me. I have to do math because I don't really feel like doing it. All right, if I do that math, all right, cool. Oh my gosh, guys, we're $80 to go. Oh my gosh, we're getting so close. Okay, $80 to go. Thank you so much for the show energy. I appreciate y'all. All right. Okay. Oh my God, Mr. Boom. Hey, Mr. Boom. Let's see if it'll. Mr. Boom, guess what?
Santana just broke out. I see.
What did you say?
I see Santana just broke out. Where you at?
Oh, no, he gone. He's somewhere around here.
I tried to get up there before he left.
Okay. Listen, I was looking for you earlier today.
What's going on?
I was co-hosting a Black Alive, and I was like, where is Boom when you need him? Where is Boom? What was you doing earlier today?
Resting my leg. I did some shopping. I did a lot of resting because I got a little situation with my leg.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that heals up.
All right. Situation. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to get to the doctor and get that figured out.
Yeah, I went there and know what's going on. I went there two times.
Mm-hmm. You got to figure that out.
Yeah, I've been doing my list, but I've been fasting. That's when it started healing when I started fasting.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I started sitting in this hard chair here.
That's what's up. All right. So, Boom, I got a question for you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal. What do you think about Donald Trump so far? How's he doing? What would you give him if you had to give him a rating?
From 1 to what? 1 to 10?
It's up to you. You can give him an A, B, C, D, E, or F, or 1 to 10. What you thinking?
Well, I'll give him a B for Boom.
You give him, Lord Jesus Christ. You give him
a B.
Roku, you're not a part of this. Thank you.
But I really don't. I told my thing is this. Mm-hmm. I don't really it don't matter who I pick. I'm not gonna be all the way. I don't like nobody all the way like that. I don't care if I like a rapper. I don't like every song he got. I don't like everything no man do. I don't like everything no woman do.
But this is the president of the. Well, I ain't saying you gotta like everything that they do, but this is the president of the United States.
Yeah.
All right. So when you seriously put it down, you get him a B. All right. So what do you like thus far that Trump is doing?
Well, as far as the market, he's making things affordable where you can buy stock. As far as that part, it's a lot of people that's invested in stocks and stuff like that. So for my people that's into that, the people that's into that, we're making a lot of money because things was a lot cheap. And I just 4 times my money off a lot of stocks. Not just me, a lot of people, as far as the stock market. And he just came out and said, you should be buying some stock. But that's the stuff they into. But now, outside of that,
Mr. Boone, one thing at a time, Mr. Boone. You mentioned the stock market. All right. So you weren't here in April when basically the world was on fire because all the markets globally, including here in the United States, were basically falling. It lost over $16 trillion.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, they lost over 16 trillion.
That's what I'm saying.
Now they made some of them gains back, but then also Roku. Oh, who did that? I probably already know who did it. Whatever. Okay. Anywho, so Mr. Boone, right? You know that Moody, right? Moody's just decreased our credit score because of Trump's handling under the Trump's handling of the economy and basically our growing deficit. Did you know that?
That's what I'm saying. Every 4 years the stock market crashes. I'm into the market for years. Even 4 years ago, the market crashed. The same thing. You buy stocks for cheap when they crash. But remember, our culture, we're not into that. They into that. So they buy in and have us run it around and put stuff like Puff Daddy Travel on TV, and they're making all the money off the market. They get all the money off the market. So he brings everything down for cheap. It get cheap, like you said, it crashed. Then you able to buy it for cheap, and when it start going back up, your money is going up too. So all they did was cause the market. All they did was cause the market to go through a fluctuation, go down for you to buy the stuff for cheap, like it was. Now it's going back up now.
So
and now
market manipulation. So market manipulation is what it was. So Donald Trump did market manipulation.
It happens every 4 years. It's been going like that every time they change what's the name. Every 4 years the market crash. I can show you that. It happened 4 years ago. The same exact thing. Every 4 years when they change president, the market crash because you're changing from Republican.
We didn't have a market crash in 2021. The last time the market went down was in 2022, and you do know what caused that, right? What played a major part in it?
That's about 4 years ago. That's what I'm talking about. That's the same. It's around the same time. The market was down when Ford was at $4. That was 2021. Matter of fact, that wasn't 2022.
It was 2022, and it was because of the
Ford was at $4. I remember when Trump went into the building. He went inside the building. He went inside the Ford building. They had a big thing about because he didn't wear no mask. They said he went and then Ford went up. It went from $4. After that, I told myself, you better buy that stock. This is in 2020 when Trump was still in office. He went inside.
You talking about during the pandemic?
Yeah, the market was down. The market was down in 2020.
Yeah, because of the pandemic.
No,
what are you talking about?
4 years before 2016. What about 2016? The same thing every 4 years. I told you, every 4 years. Every 4 years. Every time they change. Every time you change.
In June of 2020, we had a dip where it lost points because of C-19. All right. Then in 2022, because of the war in Ukraine, it went down. And now what we have is because our president is literally manipulating the market with his tariffs, his economic policies. All right. And we've done so bad this time around that one of the rating companies literally have said, okay, the U.S. has bad credit. We've gone from a AAA down to a AA1. All right. So the U.S. isn't doing so well economically. All right. Boom. What happens?
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Hold on.
That's
boom.
the fluctuation.
Boom.
That's called fluctuation.
Boom.
Up and
what
down.
Happened to the GDP? Boom. What happened to the GDP?
It's going to go down and go up.
No. What happened to the GDP? At the end of March, so the beginning of April, we can even say, what happened to our GDP?
That's a general thing. We talking about specific things.
We're not talking about. That's not a general thing. Are you serious?
What's the GDP?
Corey?
What's the GDP?
Our gross domestic product.
That's what I said. That's in general. That's covering things generally. Then
that includes like consumer confidence, so like consumer spending. How much debt our government has, how much money it's spending.
Yeah, collectively,
so many
right?
factors. So
collectively,
it contracted. Boom. It means it decreased. All right, it decreased by 0.3%. No. But it was projected to actually increase, so to grow by 0.4%. And so what ended up happening because of Trump coming in and implementing these tariffs and awful economic policies, what we have now is a shrinking GDP. And what happens if we go a second quarter with our GDP shrinking?
That's what I said. You're right about that. But at the same time,
how is Donald Trump doing us any favors?
I'm explaining that. For something to go up, I am explaining that. Just like the market. The market goes down. You buy things, people get cheap. You can buy stuff for cheap, and then things start going back. It's the fluctuation. The GDP down because of certain things. And then when things get to adjustment based on our things, then it start going back up. And then it might pass what it was. It's a fluctuation. It's an up and down thing.
Okay, they naturally occur, though. That's the thing. They can naturally occur because, right, the economy is basically what's the word? I just forgot. It's just, it goes in cycles. We get that it goes in cycles. All right.
But that's
It's
how they
gonna do
make their
something
money.
real wild. You want to come tell us, Corey?
You see how Pelosi got all that money off the market? They know they tapped into the market. Look at Pelosi.
Cyclical. I can't say it. Corey, come up. Just come up, Corey. Goddamn. All right. I knew it was.
That's not going to stay low like that. The GDP don't stay low.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. You're right about it being low, but it's not going to stay like that.
You're killing me, Smalls. Hey, Corey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm talking to Boom. I don't even know why I be doing this stuff, and I can't check out.
You too may be a masochist, but that's the conversation for later.
I might be.
But no, so
I like a little pain every now and then.
So on Friday, 51 minutes after the market closed, Moody's decided to lower our credit rating from AAA to AA1.
Yep.
The last credit rating agency to strip us of our AAA credit rating.
Yep.
The last two times that happened, the market didn't like it.
Nope. And the last time this happened was actually back in like 1919, like right after the war.
The last time that it was like this bad, yes, but there were downgrades in 2011.
Yep.
And then there was one in 2023 as well.
Exactly. But that's all three. So in 2011 was S&P. In 2023, I believe. Yeah, 2022 or 2023, I think you just said, because you said the right year. It was Fitch. So Moody's, Fitch,
this is the first time
and S&P, all three since 1919 have downgraded us below AAA. We got bad credit, y'all. We got bad credit. All right.
I mean, we've been knowing that though, right?
Yeah. But did we ever get back to AAA from that point?
No.
So you saying from back then? So that maybe wasn't just that. So if it happened before, how we at AAA? How was we at AAA? Then it went down.
Because Moody's had not stripped us of our AAA.
But you said it happened before. 1919. You said it happened before. So how we get back to AAA?
Wait, are you talking about what they did when they did it in 1919?
You said 1919. You said
so the last time this happened, the last time the U.S. had less than perfect credit with all three was 1919.
And so the question you're asking is how we got back to perfect credit from 1919 and getting back to that in sometime in the mid 2000s. Is that what you're asking? Over 100 years later?
I'm asking if it went down, like you said, 1919. How long did it take to go back up in 1919? Because it went back to AAA, so it was a process. So how long did it take to go back up to AAA
David,
from that point?
No, Boom. I think you misunderstand. All right.
No, I'm asking the question.
Jesus, I said I think you may misunderstand. Calm down, Boom. Peace, God. Peace. Okay. All right. What I'm saying is that the U.S. had perfect credit as of 1919. Prior to that, we had less than perfect credit, and part of that was because of World War I. All right. We were stripped of our S&P perfect credit in 2011. All right, nearing the end of the Great Recession. All right, they took us down, and then also Fitch in 2023 stripped us of our perfect credit rating, and now here in 2025, Moody's has done so. All right, so the U.S. no longer has perfect credit. Do you want us to have to go another 100 years without it? Because do you understand the implications and the impact of this, sir? What it means for us as consumers, as borrowers?
No, I'm asking how long did it take? So you're saying before it was at AAA 19, but it wasn't there, so it was never there before that. Then it was always low, and then we got to AAA, and then we maintained it up until now, or whatever you're saying, and then now it's back down.
Exactly.
And it was never AAA no time before 1919. It was never AAA no time before that. You saying?
Yeah, I can look for you to make sure. But what's the point that you're trying to get at, though? Are you saying that we can get? You can just say that we can get it back to AAA. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, but I want to know.
Okay, because you want to know how long it takes. So you want to know how long it takes, so you'll know how long U.S. citizens are going to have to suffer Because let's say if it only takes 20 years, then we can deal with 20 years. But if it takes 100 years, it might be like, what are you saying?
I want to know if it's evidence.
I don't think that. Go ahead.
Going back up. I want to know if it's evidence of it going the time frame. The evidence of it going from not being AAA to AAA. The evidence of the time frame. Was it a year? It could have been months.
No, I want to know the evidence. It's typically decades.
So that means that amount of time the first time.
It's not something they take lightly to downgrade the credit of a nation, particularly the economic powerhouse of the entire world. It's not something.
Yeah, because I'm saying my thing is this: if it took a certain amount of time, that means they're aware of. So now with the knowledge,
I'm going to turn my phone down. Boom, stop screaming! Stop screaming!
Like Lexington law is not going to be able to help us.
Oh my God! Please.
We got quantum computing now.
What did you say?
I said we have quantum computing now. That's why I said things that took a long time to recover from back then is going to be faster to recover from these days. So you can't put that same time frame on these days because things are more faster.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like it doesn't. I just trying to understand why you think it matters. So you think even if it's a short-term suffering or if it's a long-term suffering, either way, you're okay with it because we're going to get it back. That's why I don't quite understand what the point of the questioning is, Boom, because
no, because you keep saying suffering as if
yes, it is suffering. No. You know why it's suffering? Because whenever our credit rating is actually reduced, what ends up happening is that we pay more out of pocket because interest rates go up. That happens. Also, the cost to borrow money goes up. Prices go up. The stock market, like Corey said, doesn't like it. It's like we're on the precipice of something really bad happening, and the wait and see approach isn't working. We need to do something now to actually fix this. And Donald Trump, as the president, the person supposed to be in charge of this and to exhibit those leadership skills, he's not doing so. He just isn't. He hasn't actually brought forth anything that's going to actually help us. He's actually ranting and raving at Republican representatives because they voted against his big, beautiful bill. His big, beautiful bill that would have added trillions to our national deficit. So I'm like, what is he doing? This is the person that you voted for. So instead of caring about how long it's going to take us to get back there when there's so many different variables that take place, how about we focus on the fact that we have a president who isn't doing anything to actually help us? Go ahead.
I can't do that. Remember, that's a dude. I'm a man, so I can't focus on Corey is not helping me. I can't do that as a man. I can't focus on why another man is not helping me. Probably another man can do that. All I can look at what's going on.
Do you live in the United States, Boom?
I live in Brooklyn, New York. And
you voted for Donald Trump, right?
This is what I'm saying. I don't want no man to do nothing for me. Period. So I don't look at no man, I don't care what he is, to do anything for me. All I look at is what they're going to put before me and how I'm going to get through whatever obstacle they put before me. Because it's going to be
that's the question I wanted to ask. Go ahead, Corey.
Then why did you vote for him? If you don't want another man to do anything for you, why did you vote for a man to be the president? Because I wanted to.
You asked me a question, man. You can't ask me a question and say it means this.
I certainly can ask multi-pronged questions. I absolutely can. But if you don't want a man doing anything for you, why would you be voting for men for president? Because
I want to.
Job, good Lord, the president's job is to make the lives of all Americans better. The president is in charge of running the country and improving the lives of the American public.
All right, that's your interpretation when you vote. When I vote because I want to vote, and I vote because things are out my way. He got all that. The people that was in my way during the pandemic when I was out there helping people, and they came with their other rhetoric and had children wearing masks and all that during school. He's in the way of that. I don't want them people around me. The Roe v. Wade, I'm for reproduction. I don't want that going on. So them things I'm concerned with. That's not helping me. I care about somebody that can help somebody else so they could be good, and that's it. It don't gotta be nothing to do. I'm a man. I have my fun already. I'm 50 years old. I'm not worrying about it. I'm worrying about other stuff, man. I'm not worrying about nobody doing nothing for me.
Oh God.
So, just out of curiosity, what exactly are the things you're worried about?
I'm worrying about what I could do. I'm a man. I'm worrying about what I could do for people, what I'm doing. Help them holistically, help people with their diet. I'm helping people different ways. With the stock market, I got people making a lot of money off the stock market with me. I'm stuff like that. I'm helping other people in my community, financially and health-wise. And I'm taking care of my son as a single parent.
Corey, I'm about to check out.
Yeah.
Hey, perfect. Yeah. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
You did?
I would never vote for someone that attacked the country.
Exactly. Understood. Kudos to you, bro. W's for you. W's in the chat for perfect.
I got questions.
That man here, y'all. That man here. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Corey.
I'm really having a hard time processing this, and which is crazy. I'm a rather intelligent person, but like this, and just for conversation's sake, boom. How old is your child?
14.
Okay.
About to graduate.
So you are 14, about to graduate?
My child is 14, about to graduate. My son.
Graduate middle school?
Yeah, he's going to high school. He's going to high school.
Okay. All right. I thought so. That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, fantastic. Good on you for that. Especially as a single parent. Well, I think all single parents should be celebrated. However, what exactly do you do as far as helping people make money in the stock market? I'm just curious.
For example, when this stuff just went on, when everything just dipped, you was able to buy things for cheap. I can show you my phone. I got texts to people. Time to buy. It went from 2.3 within 2 weeks to 8.0. That's 3 times your money and more. Now, if you put 10, I put 1,000. That's helping other people. A lot of other people, from what I know about the stock market. I know I day trade. I know how to trade. I know when to buy in and when to take and when to cash out. And I put that to other people, not just me. Health-wise, I know things for different things will help with ailments. I do holistic healing. So I'm helping this is what I do. Now, when I talk about, that's something else. But when I get off this phone and TikTok, I'm back to doing them kind of things. I'm that kind of person. I find people's stuff, I return it. I don't keep nobody. I find money in wallets, I return that to people. It don't change who I am with people, who I voted for. I'm gonna still be a good person in my community and to other people, period.
What the hell does that have to do with you voting for Trump, Boom? That's what I be trying to understand, Boom. Like, why did you vote for Trump? No. You tell us, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
Because I just told you why. Because the stance with the Roe v. Wade thing, I'm for reproduction. And like I told you, I grew up from the old school. The plot was to stop our reproduction. It's right there in the song, self-destruction. So when I see anything,
about to have a conversation with you
in the way of reproduction, I have an issue with that. That's why. I'm a man. I got issue with certain things that involving women, whether it's a woman only or not. I'm a man. It involves women. I got certain women that's upset with that. So I'm on their side. The woman that's upset with that, I'm on their side. That's the one that's for Roe v. Wade.
So, just a quick question.
I hate it here.
If you and those women have an issue with women having freedom over their reproductive rights, have you all considered maybe just not exercising the freedom of the reproductive rights? No one's forcing you to get an AB.
You know, you got to ask that question differently. Hey, Boom. All right. Yeah. If you and the women, well, not you, because you don't have a uterus. All right. But if the birth givers involved don't want to have an abortion, then guess what? Prior to Roe v. Wade being overturned, guess what they could do? Boom. Guess what they could do?
Yeah.
They could choose not to have an abortion. They could choose. You heard the key word, Boom? Choose. Because they get to worry about their own uterus.
Yeah,
not the next woman's.
I'm on the side of
what
the
they got to do with them.
That's all. I'm on the side of the woman. It's not my own thing. I'm on the side of the woman that's for that. That's for reproduction.
That's for what? What was the name of the case again?
I'm on their side.
Boom. What was the name of the case again? You said Roe what?
You know what it is. Come on.
Say it.
I'm not. Come on.
I'm trying to make sure you said something. Say it again, Boom.
We trying to be. I gotta say it a certain way, like a certain way.
No, I just want to know how you said it. Say it again.
I gotta say it a certain way.
Say it.
If I don't say it a certain way, I'm totally wrong. Roe versus Wade.
Say it again.
Come on, man.
You said Roe v. versus Wade.
If I say it
I was asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. All right, I'm gonna start. Boom.
The friend want to play games. They want to play word games and stuff.
I'm just messing with you. Boom. You know it's all fun over here.
I know.
All right. Boom. All right. Here's the thing. All right. Stop caring about what women do with their uterus, with their reproductive organs. All right. You don't.
I care about the woman's feelings that's around me. That's
tell them
reproduction.
Tell them to stop caring about the next woman's uterus. Why they care about them? Why they care what the next woman is doing with her uterus? It don't matter. If she decides that she wants to have the baby, by all means, thumbs up to her. If she decides that she want to yeetus the fetus,
yeah, but when you talk to them women, that's not what they're saying. They don't like that whatever that lady name is that implemented that kind of stuff. They have an issue with that. Remember, you got people that know their culture. So when they bring that information to me, I'm on their side.
What woman that implemented that kind of stuff? What are you talking about?
I don't know that lady name, the white tea lady that had this thing against us reproducing and came with this kind of stuff.
You talking about Margaret Sanger?
Whatever her name is. You know her name.
Bruh, come on. Margaret Sanger. Can you explain, like, what do you mean? She was against black people reproducing?
Like I said, the information they brought across my way, I'm not for none of that. I saw everything that lady
that's not true though, Boom.
It is true. I saw it.
No, it's not. It's not true, Boom. Boom. What you say?
I saw the lady say it out of her mouth. I saw her speak on it out of her mouth. Yes,
you saw her speak on it out of her mouth?
Yeah.
What was this?
Look at the video with Margaret Sanger when she's speaking on our culture and stuff and reproduction, all that kind of. Look at that video.
You're a lie.
So I live in the great state of Kansas. We were the first state to
thank you, Gail,
protect women's reproductive rights at a state level after the overturning of Roe versus Wade, and this is a red state.
Oh wow! Shout out to Gail. Thank you so much. I don't know why he's yelling. That's just how he talk.
So the women that you're talking to are not representative of the masses.
The majority of Americans want women to have the right to choose. The majority of Americans, so over 50% of Americans want women to have the right to choose. All right. And it's not just about reproductive. All right. So like reproducing, as you would say. All right. It's not about just having children. It's also about cancer screening. It is also about STI testing. It's also about so many more things, Mr. Boom. Like, Boom, do you know what an ectopic pregnancy is?
What is that?
Okay, that is when, all right, the egg is fertilized in your in a woman's fallopian tube. All right, that's deadly, fatal.
All right, do you know the Rogan?
No. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Let me finish. All right, in many states, Boom. All right, Texas, Georgia. All right, what they have is they have the no heartbeat rule. All right. And they also have no exceptions, especially in Texas. All right. So if a woman is suffering a miscarriage, all right, if her fallopian tube ruptures, that thing is loud and it's funny and it looks like something, but I'm not going to say what it looks like, Cam, but thank you so much for sending it. that toy is so funny. All right. That gift. Thank you, Cam. Okay. So anywho, back to what I was saying. All right. If she suffers a miscarriage where the fallopian tube is ruptured, all right, and is non-viable. Do you know that there are doctors in these states that because of the laws won't even operate on the woman to save her life? And there have been women that I did say toy. I did say toy. I meant the gift. Okay, go ahead, Boom. Do you know that there are women that are like will literally die because of this, and they have?
That's what I'm saying. So if you know about the Rogan shot that they give, if you know what that's about,
the what? I did say toy. I meant the gift. Okay, go ahead, Boom. Do you know that there are women that are like will literally die because of this, and they have?
That's what I'm saying. So if you know about the Rogan shot that they give, if you know what that's about,
the
then
what
you should
shot?
That brings complication to that woman.
It doesn't.
Look at why I get the word. I'm not going into that no more. You said no, it doesn't. I'm gonna send you the video to your
No,
message.
the fuck it doesn't.
Okay, I'm gonna send you what the doctor say.
Okay, what complications did I have during my pregnancy?
Like I said,
I'm asking you what complications did I have during my pregnancy?
Are you impregnated by? Was you impregnated by a white tea person?
I'm asking you what complications did I have during my pregnancy?
I ain't say complications, but you were impregnated by a white tea person.
No, you said that it causes complications during the pregnancy.
Yeah, so
I'm asking you what complications did I have during my pregnancy?
Did you take your Rogan shot?
I didn't have to get any shot.
Why not?
Because I didn't have to get a shot.
Rogaine?
I don't know he did say Rogaine. I know that's for hair.
I say Rogaine, Rogaine, whatever. So when you when you pregnant by the white tea man, as you saying, you tell me your baby didn't your body didn't try to underlie that child in your body?
No, it did not.
No.
Because they gave you the shot. They give you the shot. That's why.
I didn't get a shot. Is what I'm telling you.
Did, man. Yes, you did.
My niece is mixed. Her mother's white. Her father is black. He's my brother. She's 8 months old. She's healthy as can be. I have no clue what you're talking about.
They give you a shot.
She's not the only mixed race baby in my family either. She did not take any shots during her pregnancy.
They give you the shot. I'm telling you. Look it up.
I'm telling you that did not.
Look it up.
Also, quick question. You're so against women's reproductive freedoms. What is your opinion?
Are you listening, man? I told you I'm for the woman. I'm in agreement with the woman that talked to me about that. That don't got nothing to do with me, bro. You trying to add me to that. The woman that I'm in agreement with my BLK woman that's against that.
So what about the woman in Georgia
it didn't work.
who is currently brain dead? Not in a coma, but
you gotta ask the woman, man.
Declared. May I finish?
Trying to traumatize me with all that shit. What about the lady that died? I don't want to keep hearing about that trauma stuff, man. Keep that
but this is what you voted for. You said you voted for Donald Trump.
No, you voted for that. You thought I don't think about that kind of stuff.
Hold on, Corey. Right, but no, this is what you voted for, though.
No, you voted for that.
No, I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for this.
That's like me putting all them people I just lost on Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. What about all the people I lost during the pandemic? What about all the people I just lost during the pandemic that I blame on Joe Biden? Am I talking to you about that? I don't want to hear about that shit, man. I could traumatize you all day. I lost a friend. I lost a lot of friends and family because of Joe Biden in that pandemic. Am I talking to you about that? Let's talk about that now. I don't want to hear about no trauma stuff, man, because I'm not bringing that shit to you.
And the pandemic started in 2020.
I don't care. Joe Biden's name is on that COVID-19 shit in 2016. Way back there. His name is on there.
I could have sworn that.
Also, I do need to finish. I do want to finish my original question.
I want to ask him. I want to talk to him about that, but go ahead.
The woman in Georgia who has been declared legally brain dead.
Adriana
She is pregnant. They are legally required to keep her on life support for a full term for the pregnancy. Even though she is declared brain dead, she will never wake up. Her family,
scenarios for yourself, man.
Her family will not get the closure of losing her until her pregnancy is carried to term. What about that is okay?
But
so why you not out there doing what I'm doing?
Boom.
That's why I'm out there helping people here. Why you not doing what I'm doing? I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I'm helping people. I help people.
Corey, hold on. Please, guys. Please, I beg. All right. Another factor in this is that the child that she is carrying, all right, the fetus that she's carrying is non-viable. The baby is going to be born with water on the brain. I don't want to get the condition wrong. It's hydrocephalitis, I believe.
Hydrocephalus, hydrocephalitis,
yeah.
And what causes that? The food that the American diet,
no,
right?
Boom, be quiet.
It's causing complications with our women.
No, because the mother lost oxygen, the baby lost oxygen, boom. Because the mother lost oxygen, the baby also lost oxygen.
You're not eating right. You get worse.
It's not about eating right, boom. Boom, you can't be this dense, okay? I refuse to believe that you're this dense. You're not going to go into the food thing. We're not going there.
I know about
this is about the law that is on the books in the state of Georgia that is wrong. It has taken away this family's right to choose for their family member who can't. She can't choose for herself. She's technically dead. She's not alive.
You're trying to stick to the trauma. I'm trying to tell you.
It's not sticking to the trauma. You don't even want to address the trauma. Does the trauma make you uncomfortable? Does the trauma make you uncomfortable? I'm glad that the trauma makes you uncomfortable. You know why? Because guess what? If the trauma makes you uncomfortable, then maybe, just maybe, you'll make better decisions in the future. So other women won't have to go through this.
I prevent trauma. That's
you don't prevent trauma. You voted for trauma.
No, I prevent that.
Boom, you voted for trauma.
The food that I give people prevent these things from happening. The
that
food
is not
that I
true.
provide and the stuff that I'm into prevent that from happening to women.
That
I don't
is
know
so
what you're
untrue.
doing out there. I don't know what that guy's doing.
That is so
but the
untrue.
Food, my holistic stuff that I do prevent women from going through them complications. I prevent that kind of stuff from going on. You can look into my whole phone and all that. I got compliments. People give my son money and all kind of stuff for people I help out there with different things. My food and my diet, what I do, it prevents women from going through that, and I promote that. So prevent that.
Did you vote for Donald Trump in 2016?
Prevent that from going on. I prevent that. I prevent trauma from going on. I don't want to hear about that because I prevent that every day.
Did you vote for Donald Trump in 2016, Boom?
Yes.
You did? All right. Then, Mr. Boom, I don't regret to inform you because you probably already know your vote caused this trauma. So you know what? I'm glad that this trauma
did not cause no trauma.
Yes, it did. Donald Trump is the one who was able to seat 3 conservative judges.
Doing that to people. I don't think like that.
He is the one. You're loud. All right. He's the one that was able to sit 3 conservative judges. All right. Basically turning the Supreme Court into a right-leaning panel. That's what they are. Our justices are right-leaning, unfortunately. It's 6-3 there. All right. And what they did was 3 of them lied and said that they would not overturn Roe v. Wade because it is precedent. And the first thing that they did is overturn Roe v. Wade. That's the first thing they did was strip away a woman's right to choose. As soon as that happened, and more than 15 states, I think that's right. Where's Ari when I need her? All right, more than 15 states put in laws restricting a woman's right to choose. So there's that. Brielle, you've been kind of making the rounds today. I'm good, baby, but thank you. I appreciate you so much. Keep tapping the screen, love.
That was a woman vote. So that don't got nothing to do with me.
There was a woman vote? What does that mean? Trigger laws. Thank you. God dang. I
just told you, women that's for reproduction have an issue with that Roe v. Wade stuff. So talk to them women.
What?
Women, cultural women of my culture, a lot of gods and earths and Nation of Islam women and stuff, women that really practice being women, they was against that Roe v. Wade stuff. So when they send me that information with that lady y'all talking about, I looked at that and I'm on their side with that. It don't got nothing to do with me. I agree with them.
Why'd you leave, Hector? No.
I agree with them.
You're using it as a cop-out. You know that, right? You're using it as an excuse. That's what you're doing.
You don't understand. There's other people out here. When you think about voting, there's other people out here and women that's deeper than that's deeper than education. Y'all just go by. We got people that got knowledge of self that go into history. They don't go by no college stuff that they learn from college. They going by their history. And knowledge
if they had knowledge of self, they realize that they are not in control of anyone else's being. They don't control someone else. If they had true knowledge of self, they would know that they only can control themselves. They would know that. They would know that they can't. No. Hold on. They would know that they cannot impart their beliefs onto another person if they had knowledge of self. They don't have knowledge of self. They can't.
They're not enforcing their beliefs on nobody else.
Yes, they are. They are. You are. If I am telling
reproduction.
someone, boom, if I am telling someone something that they can't do with their body, I'm stripping them of their body autonomy, then guess what? Am I not trying to control them? Am I not telling them what to do? Am I lacking knowledge of self? Because to know oneself is to know that you don't control nobody else. The only being that you control is yourself. You only get to control what you do, how you respond.
They're not into control. They're against that. And if people are against things, it's not about that. The whole world got things they're against. Trump got things they're against. You got things that you're against. Everybody got something that they're against. And they're going to talk that. I'm not for that. They're not for things that's against reproduction. They're going to speak about that. It's in our songs, self-destruction, to stop our reproduction. So anything that's involved in stopping our reproduction is cultural black woman, BLK woman, that's against anything that's talking about stopping our reproduction. You got to deal with that.
Oh, this is a good time than any other. Hey guys, it's 300 of us up in here. We're at 83,000 likes. Let's go ahead and get this up to 150,000 likes, guys. Let's keep tapping that screen like power tap. Let's like tap like we mean it. All right. Continue to share the live. Oh my God, those are so cool. Oh, this is the popcorn. Thank you, Glory. That is so cool. Yes, I set this gift. Oh, that's so neat. All right. I set this gift, 15 of them. Glory is doing pretty awesome. Like we're like 7 already. So let's go ahead and knock this one out. Show love to Corey while he is here assisting with Boom. Because y'all know Boom is not a one-person job. Boom is a lot of work. All right. And y'all know that I be having this schedule. You about to leave?
No, well, yeah, I do have to leave shortly, but I'm also need to schedule an appointment with my therapist after this.
I know you're gonna have to talk to someone. You're gonna have to see the lady. You're gonna have to see the lady. All right. And guys, and speaking of therapy, if you want to help me, because I talk to MAGAs all day for a living now, if you want to help me, pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. We only have $80 left in our daily donation goal. $80. I know we can knock that out super duper easy. All right, guys. So, oh, that is so pretty. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me be the one. Thank you so much for that. All right, guys. So it's tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and knock out the popcorn. I moved them all the way up there. I'm going to fix my sign. I'll do that. All right. Boom. Your peoples don't have knowledge of self. Okay. That's all there is to it. Because they're trying to control somebody else, and you can't be doing that.
Peace and love to Erica.
Peace and love. All right, Boom.
What you said now?
I hope the trauma for you is definitely uncomfortable. You need to be made uncomfortable, Boom.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm uncomfortable way before everybody because this is what I'm doing. I'm out here doing what I'm doing with the holistic stuff. That's why I'm involved in my neighborhood like that. And different people, I send stuff to North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. I'm helping people since the pandemic and before that. I'm involved with trying to prevent that kind of stuff. All that stuff, complications and stuff. That's what I'm doing. So I don't understand. When I hear that kind of stuff, I'm preventing trauma. When I get well, that's what you think.
Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints.
I'm active in my community. Boom. I don't know what people are doing.
You're not preventing trauma if the laws are still in the book that prevents a woman's right to choose. You're not preventing trauma. All right.
Quick question. Did he just say he's active in his community without people knowing as he's been pounding his chest about how active he is in his community for the last 20 minutes?
He gets active, yeah.
All right, just making sure.
You trying to active in my community without people knowing what? I didn't hear what he said.
Devontae, please.
I'm active in my community without people knowing what?
You said that you're active in your community without people knowing it. I don't know. Talk to Corey. Y'all were talking about it.
He just said that. I'm trying to hear what he said.
Actually, my question was answered. I recanted.
Okay. I tell you. Hey, Naquan.
I'm not staying up here long. Bloomberg, you lied about the self-destruction song. I know the self-destruction song very well. I DJ. I listen to it enough. It says nothing about about unaliving your own baby.
What are you talking about? What is this guy talking about?
You just said that self-destruction said something about unaliving your own fetus.
What is this guy talking about? What are you talking about?
You don't want
I don't know what he's talking about.
So what did you just say? What did you just say?
I did not say nothing he just said. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
What did you
say
just
nothing
say?
like that.
Bloomberg, what did you just say? That
you should ask me what I said first. You should say, Bloomberg, what you said?
Repeat it
Stop
again.
yelling, Boom.
Bloomberg, repeat it again. You said self-destruction song.
I said when you hear the song, like I've been told her before me and had a show before episode we sing. So we had a song before this. So you coming on this panel, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
Bloomberg, what did you just say about the song, Bloomberg?
I said I brought the song up, and I said in the song they spoke about stopping our reproduction. So anything to do with stopping our reproduction. Listen what I'm saying, bro. In the song, they speak on to stop our reproduction.
It says
you know
nothing.
Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruct. That's how the song goes.
I know how the song goes.
Reproduction. It says that in that song.
Boom. You gotta stop yelling,
stop our reproduction in the song, bro. You can't hear the song? How you know the song? You don't know that.
Bloomberg, I can pull up the whole lyrics right now. It says nothing about that. I don't know.
It don't say stop our reproduction? It don't say to stop our reproduction, then self-destruction. You headed for self-destruction or Chuck D verse.
No.
He don't got that. He don't got stop by reproduction in his verse. You telling me?
That's the hook you're singing. Self-destruction.
No, I'm not talking about the hook, man. I just said the lyrics before the hook come in. He said to stop our reproduction. And what else? Self-destruction. You headed for that.
Boom. Please, you got to stop yelling. I need you to use your inside voice.
All right, but he's saying I'm lying. He's coming on saying I'm lying. That's very offensive to a man. That's
Bloomberg,
not. I don't say no games, man.
Bloomberg, I got the lyrics right here. I got the lyrics right here, Bloomberg. And
don't go.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, whatever you say.
I don't see. Bloomberg, I literally have the lyrics right here, Bloomberg.
Yeah, whatever you say, man.
Bloomberg, I have the lyrics right here. Is that not the song of Bloomberg?
That's not the song. That what you mean? That's what you talking about.
Is that not the song?
I don't care if nobody knows what you read on the paper, man. I know the song, bro.
Bloomberg.
I play the song on my YouTube.
Bloomberg, is that not the song, Bloomberg?
I don't care what you reading, bro.
Bloomberg, is that
on
not the song?
phone? I don't care about your phone, man.
So it wouldn't have.
I play that song on TikTok, bro.
It would have the lyrics.
I play this song on TikTok, man, daily. I know what I'm talking about, man. I play this song on TikTok, pointing that out.
Bloomberg.
I'm gonna show you my live on TikTok playing that song. You stupid, you goofy, man.
Bloomberg, please show me where it says.
I'm gonna show you my. I don't care about what they wrote down. They're not gonna probably show that on there. I don't care about no redacted shit, man.
All right.
Play the song. Play the song.
Bloomberg. Okay, Bloomberg.
This is
crazy, man.
That's a lot.
You trying to show me some written stuff. And I play the song on TikTok. I play that song on TikTok on my lives. What the fuck, yo? You stupid or something, man?
Being loud.
I play that song on TikTok on my live, and I point that part out. I'm gonna post it, man. You goofy, man.
Wow. Oh, yeah, he believes that.
Hey, tell me what the guy said. To stop our reproduction. And what else? Self-destruction.
Boom. I never asked you this question before. Do you believe that the earth is flat? Bubba, be quiet.
Come on, man. Is the moon flat? Is the moon flat? Do the moon flat?
Did y'all hear Bubba?
I heard him. He points to the sun to get energy. It's very clear.
Yeah, the moon flat or the moon round?
Do you believe that we can receive the nutrients that we need by placing our palms of our hands up towards the sun and receive it that way? It's called solar. Do you believe that? Like we can get the energy and the nutrients that we need in order to survive?
Yeah, if you're a solar being like myself, if you're neuromelanated, yeah.
Where's Liv? Can someone please share this live with Liv? Please.
You gotta remember, you got breatharians. It's a
breatharians? Yes.
No, they call breatharians. And they live with they live with the UV rays from the sun.
Yeah.
They don't eat nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you one of them? Boom. Are you one of them?
I don't practice that, but that's something I could possibly be. I can get into that. I'm neuromelanated.
Yes. Got it.
Yeah, I'm neuromelanated, so I can get into that. The UV rays, the UV rays could feed me because I'm relative to the sun. I have neuromelanin. I'm not phenomelanated.
What?
I'm not phenomelanin. That's what. I'm neuromelanated. Neuromelanated. That makes me relative to the sun.
You're not pronouncing those correctly.
Hey Ari. I'm having fun. Just having.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy. You're not
keep
pronouncing
tapping the screen. Hey Ari, what's up,
correct. However I say is how you pronounce it. I'm BLK. My nostrils is wide. I don't gotta talk like no white tea person, man. When I say nothing, I say things how I say it with my wide nostrils and my full lips like a BLK man. I don't got no tight nostrils and no little tight lips like no white tea person. So it's gonna. I know what I'm talking about. Look it up.
Oh God! Somewhat spell, I guess.
Look, I was there for that. So you put your palms up to feed yourself. Is that what we doing now?
Yes.
Okay.
And so he's a breatharian.
Are you a eukaryote or prokaryote? Boom. You've been yelling this whole time, bro. Now you quiet.
Quiet enough to go on mute too. That's crazy.
Well, everyone take a breath, drink some water. Erica, drink some water because that's.
I just told you I'm neuromelanated. So you tell me we ain't playing no games. You want to go into eukaryote and prokaryote? I'm a put it in here to play the game with you. But what kind of game you want to play? Cause what if I don't know that? You want to play a game after that? I'm still neuromelanated. You're not going to change that. So if I don't answer that little dumbass college question,
why you cussing? Hey,
you think it's gonna make me not neuromelanated? You're playing college games like a little college educated brat. You're playing stupid games, man. So if I don't answer that, you're gonna think I don't know I'm neuromelanated? That makes I'm not neuromelanated now for you?
Matt, I went to school. What's wrong with going to college?
Don't be cursing at her. That's not okay. You know better. Don't do that.
I'm cursing at her. I'm not at her. I don't do that. I'm not calling her name. I'm just saying that kind of stuff right there. That's kind of crazy.
Right there. A college educated brat, which I am educated. Thank you very much for the compliment. But
I said that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a college educated brat. That's what it sounds like to me.
What is wrong with
like you're playing games?
My degree is in biology as well. So yes, I do know big words in terms for you, but like.
Yeah, and I know them words too. I know all that stuff.
Okay, so the thing are you a prokaryote?
Speak on that and stop trying to act. See, I'm telling you what I know. Speak on it. Don't ask me no question. I'm not asking you nothing. Speak on what you know and don't play no games with me about what I know.
This is a new
I'm not playing with you saying, do you know what neuromelanated is or pheno? I'm not doing that to you because I know I'm speaking what I know. Don't play that game with me. Talk your biology, what you know.
Boom, are you crashing out? The fudge? Are you okay, Boom?
Boom don't like college.
Not letting anybody play with me, man. That's why you're not getting no game off with me. All that shit, I see that shit before I come here. You're not getting that game off with me. The little question, although you don't know what that little goofy shit that run off and run. Oh, you ain't know what that is? Get out of here, man. We ain't doing that.
So
I'm neuromelanated. You ain't changing that. Look it up.
Peace, God.
I'm neuromelanated. Look that up.
If y'all don't know, Boom don't like educated black women. He said that the college system destroyed the black.
Why you speaking? I didn't tell you what I like, man. Why you speaking for me? Are you gay, man?
You've been on Jessica.
I told you keep speaking about yourself. You sound like a homo, man. You keep speaking about me like you know. I'm
okay. So can I just use the
real
quick? You ask me and I tell you. You keep speaking for me like you.
Black woman.
Hey, can we please stop speaking over Ari? I appreciate it though, for real. Like, stop, y'all.
Listen, no, y'all good. All I was saying is don't tell him I'm black too. Oof, he's double mad now. Ooh, a black woman who's educated. Oh, damn, fuck. I'm sorry.
And the sun is down. He won't be able to go outside.
See, now you got to talking stupid. See, believing that dumb shit he just said. He trying to tell her what I think about women. What do
you think about women that are educated?
That's some real faggot shit, man. That's why I said there's some faggot shit right there. You trying to impress?
Boom! Come on.
Hey,
you trying to impress the girl? You trying to get the girl? I'm not trying to.
Jeez, Louise. If y'all don't know, Boom does not like Daquan.
This guy crazy, man.
I don't like Boom either.
Where is his caretaker?
This is why I don't come up with Boom.
Like you trying to get the girl. I'm not trying to get that girl, man. I'm just talking about the topic. Right. I'm on topic.
Okay, Boom. We ain't got to talk no more. Sis, can I just use the big
trying to get the girl?
Boom. You ain't got to talk to me no more. Just. Okay, so you said Chuck D verse, right? This is Chuck D verse. Please point to where you see that at. Don't worry, I'll wait.
I don't care what you wrote, what you got written there, bro.
Don't worry,
I don't care about that redacted stuff. I told you, play the song. Play the song.
Boom.
You keep trying to show some dumb shit. Play the song. You know what I'm talking about, because that's why you keep showing the lyrics.
It ain't nowhere in their lyrics. This is literally everybody.
You know the part that I'm talking about. That's why you keep showing that redacted shit.
No,
play the song, man. Play the song. Keep it real.
We can't play the song.
I do. I be playing on TikTok. I play it on my live. I'm gonna go on my live and play it.
Boom. If you make,
I'm gonna go live and play it.
I can't.
All right, I'm gonna go live and play it again and point out that part again when I go live again, just so you can see it again.
All right, boom. Okay, Naquan, thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. I love y'all.
Love you too, bro.
Take 2 shots. Y'all gonna need it.
Yeah, boom. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, boom. All right, Corey, you got bars, so I'm gonna let you go. But thank you so much for being here, bro. Love you.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Didn't I just tell you that I can't play the song because I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube? But boom, you gotta go. All right, that was a lot.
That was a lot. You okay? Drink some water.
Ah, God, Boom be doing too much. You never know what you're gonna get with him. Some nights he good. Some nights he just be doing shit. He be saying stuff. I'm like, dude, you can't say that. Like, you just dropped a slur. Like, what are you doing? Like, stop.
I'm not gonna front you. I've been swiping in and out because I was trying to like participate, tap, but I was like, I can't with the screaming.
He's yelling. These headphones, like listen, y'all. I don't have the best hearing in the world anymore. So there's that. My goodness, that was a lot. How have you been, Ari?
Good. I'm good. Been out here educating, fighting with these MAGAs.
I know that's right. Oh, Lord Jesus.
How you been?
I've been maintaining. I'm good, actually. I'm good. I'm happy. I am actually happy. Yeah, come be a fucking fence. Okay. If y'all thought Boom was bad, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. All right.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Socrates?
I'm doing good. I'm 50 years old, Manhattan, New York. I voted for Donald Trump.
Okay.
Do you want to ask me questions?
I'm considering it.
Why?
Give me a moment. Let me think about it. Just give me a moment. Go
yes,
ahead,
ma'am.
Ari.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think MAGA is being unconstitutional?
No.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Constitution. What does the Constitution say? We the people, right? Right? Who does it actually mean?
I mean, in the amendments, it specifies.
Well, the amendments were for women and slaves.
No, it specifies. Like in the 14th Amendment, it says citizens.
No,
it says people.
Okay.
It says all persons.
No, it doesn't. That's where everyone gets confused.
It doesn't? It doesn't say that?
No. When the Constitution starts with "We the People," when it was printed in 1787, it excluded people of slavery, Native Americans, women, non-property owning men, and foreigners and non-citizens. So historically, we the people only stood for free landowning white men of the 13 states. That's key. It's 13 states.
So you're telling me that the 14th Amendment doesn't say persons?
No, it was meant for this after the slaves. It was ratified after the
So when it says in section 1 of Amendment 14 that all persons born or naturalized in the United States are subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. They weren't talking about all people. What were they talking about?
Who are we talking about now?
Who were they talking? You said that the 14th Amendment doesn't say persons.
Yeah, but
I want to know what you mean.
He hasn't violated the 14th Amendment.
So what do you know? You're saying that it doesn't say persons. I think you're confusing it with the 5th Amendment.
No, I'm going off the Constitution and I'm going off the
No, you're not.
Well, who do you think?
No, he has subverted the 5th Amendment and has ignored due process, and not only has done that, but ignored the orders of the court.
Not everyone.
And he also has ignored the 14th Amendment too, Socrates.
Not everyone deserves due process.
That's a concession. Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's a concession? I'm not
That's
conceding.
you're saying not everyone deserves due process according to our Constitution. It
Do you
does.
understand the Constitution?
So you did not deny that he's not ignoring that. So thank you for the concession.
I'm not saying, I'm saying he's challenging the Constitution. That's a big difference.
Hey, is it up to him to challenge that?
Yes, he's the president of the United States.
Okay, and again, these challenges have been denied. It's been deemed unconstitutional.
What has been denied?
Hi. And so the Supreme Court has ordered people like Kilma Abrigo Garcia to come back.
No, to facilitate the return.
I love talking about this. No, it's actually they affirmed the lower court's decision to facilitate and effectuate the return of Kilma Abrigo Garcia. Do you know what effectuate means?
Yeah, that means they went to El Salvador. They said, we have the plane. We want to bring him back.
No.
El Salvador.
Effectuate, what does effectuate mean? Effectuate means to force. It means to force. They are to actually make sure that that man gets back here in the United States, and they have failed to do so. Donald Trump himself has even stated that he could make a phone call and have him back here. Thank you, Sin. He said that. He said that himself, and he has failed to do so because he doesn't want to. Therefore, he is not listening to our Supreme Court. He's going against our very Constitution. Do you understand how he's going against the Constitution, or you think he's doing everything above board?
I think he's challenging it in the right ways. I'm not saying everything.
He's not challenging them in the right way.
Why?
Because
what was the Constitution made for? It was
in order to challenge them in the right way, he would actually go through the court systems, all right, and then try to get the decision before doing something. Donald Trump is basically shooting first and asking questions later.
Oh yeah, that's
not how it works. You don't shoot first and ask questions later.
But don't you think that immigration laws have been abused?
No, I don't think our immigration laws have been abused.
Why?
Do I think that our immigration laws need to be improved? Yes, but do I think they've been abused? No, I don't.
What was wrong?
Why do you think that they've been abused?
Well, I think remain in Mexico was a great policy.
Why?
Because they remained in Mexico. It's not that have anything to do
circular.
With that. No, what do you mean?
I think remain in Mexico is a great policy because they remained in Mexico.
Well, it's pretty easy. The remain in Mexico is remain in Mexico.
Why? What impact did it have on the United States? Like, what impact did it have? You would have to be able to show that it actually has some type of positive impact on us, and you can't show that.
Was our border a mess the last 4 years?
No.
You really don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Where do you live?
I think that I live in Arizona.
I live in Manhattan.
I live in Texas.
Yeah.
You don't even live in a border state.
You don't exactly. You don't even live in a border state.
Every state, every town became a border town.
That's not true.
Erica.
That's not true. When did that happen? When was that declared?
We spent $7 billion.
When was that declared?
What?
When was that declared? When did every town become a border town?
When Greg Abbott lost the Supreme Court ruling for remain in Mexico, he sent everyone across the country like he should have.
Yeah, and the funding that he received from the federal government via the Shelter and Services Program, did he also send that money to New York, or did he keep it for himself and do God knows what with it?
We're not debating Greg Abbott.
No. Because here's the thing. You're complaining about the fact that money was spent on undocumented immigrants, on migrants. All right. So did Abbott give the money that he received from the federal government to New York?
No.
Okay, then. All right. Then have a problem with Greg Abbott then, because he pocketed that money while participating in human trafficking. So there's that. But hold on one moment. Something awesome happened. I think I saw it. Something awesome happened. Give me 1 second. Hey, shout out to Amanda for the $80. Thank you so much, Amanda. Amanda said, what is happening?
Yay.
Amanda's awesome. Amanda,
shout out to Amanda.
I love Amanda.
Drop some hearts in the chat for Amanda, y'all. Drop all the hearts in the chat. Amanda, because you cleared our daily donation goal, you get this. Thank you, Amanda.
I love Amanda. Amanda's great.
All right, we didn't ask you to participate.
Amanda's in the chat.
Hey, Amanda.
No, Ari, we drop hearts here. Drop some hearts in the chat for Amanda.
Some hearts in there.
All right, and shout out to Phil for the $2. I'm going to read the most recent comment, Phil. Phil said, ask him if he likes coyotes. The Remain in Mexico bill only facilitated the coyotes doing all the bad things. Mexico stated they will never do it again. Oh, well, there's that part.
Well,
So
no, that's
basically,
not
the
that
remain
part.
in Mexico policy basically.
Are you going to admit that there was a border problem? Seriously,
I don't think that there was a border problem.
you don't think the border was open? You don't think?
No,
Do you have
I
a
don't.
chart? Do you have
I
a
don't
chart
think.
there? You know how to
I
read a
don't
chart?
think there was a border problem. I know Erica's in Arizona. I'm in Texas. I don't feel like there's a problem.
Erica,
do
do you
think
know how
there's
to
a
read a
problem?
chart, Erica?
I know that Ari was speaking, and you got to be respectful. Thank you very much.
You say she
Continue,
lives in
Ari.
Mexico. She lives in Arizona. He lives in Arizona. You live in California. I heard.
What?
Ari, please continue. Thank you, love.
I said, I know. I live in Texas. Erica, you live in Arizona. Do we feel like there's a problem here?
There's no border problem. No.
Oh yeah, no, there's no border problem.
Do you live under a rock?
Other than the one that the right has created as a fear mongering campaign.
Do you seriously not think there was a border problem? Honestly,
I don't think that there was a border problem. I think that we had an immigration system problem. We need to be able to move people through our immigration system faster. That's what I think. And I think that there was a bill introduced by the Biden administration in February of 2021 that the GOP wouldn't even bring to the House floor.
No,
and
that
then
was
I
in
also
23.
think that no, it wasn't.
The one
Joe
that Donald
Biden
Trump shut
introduced a bill. No,
The Langford bill?
There were
The
three
Langford?
bills, dear. Bill,
The Langford?
what's your name? Socrates?
Yes,
Be
ma'am.
quiet. If you stop trying to overtalk me and actually used your ears, sir, all right, you would hear what I'm saying. There was a bill introduced. There was a bill introduced. If every time you start talking, I have to start over, then it takes longer for me to land my plane.
Okay.
So you got to stop talking.
It's easier when you use your mute button. See how I use mine? You ready to go? Go.
Thank you, Ari. So, as I was saying, there was a bill introduced in February of 2021 that the GOP refused to place on the floor. All right. They didn't even want to hear it. Then there was another bill that was introduced in early 2023, but they didn't even want that one because they said that it included funding for the Ukraine. And so they said, nope, we won't do it. But then guess what ended up happening? Funding for Ukraine passed anyways. And then the Langford bill came along. All right. And Donald Trump said, no, I need something to run on. So he met with the GOP representatives and senators and said, we are not passing this bill. And guess what they did? They didn't pass the bill. Langford himself has even said it. And then you're going to try to use an interview with Langford that he did on Fox News where he said Trump wasn't a part of it. And then I'm going to basically play the interview where he did say Trump played a part in it. So if you want to go this route, we totally can. But Trump put the kibosh on the Langford bill. 'Tis it, 'tis all. And that was a bill that would have helped us improve our immigration system, actually speeding up the process, especially for asylum seekers, hiring and placing more, not hiring, but placing more judges on our immigration benches, more clerks, more funding for our border patrol. It would have done amazing things. But Trump said no. Now, the question is, what plan does Trump have? What's his plan? What's his policy?
That's an easy answer. He shut the border down. He didn't need to
shut the border down.
Yes.
He shut the border down.
He shut
the border
down.
is the only place where people immigrate into the United States.
Well, it got out of hand.
No, I'm just saying, is that the only place that people, is it?
There are two borders.
Is it?
Yeah, two borders.
Is the northern border shut down?
The northern border wasn't as big as a threat as the southern.
But is it shut down though?
I want to give you a hint real quick, just so you know, if the border's completely closed, that means we're not allowed to leave.
Good. We could leave. What are you talking about? I just flew back. I was just out of the country last week.
I think you just answered my question.
You just answered it. Good job. Congratulations, friend. Give yourself a snap.
No, the border shut. Okay, now you guys are being.
I can tell that you teach elementary school students.
Now you're being challenged. Now I have a
preschool. My God,
I have a real job.
I was thinking maybe second or third grade, but no, it's preschool. Wow. Oh,
I have a daughter in 8th grade.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to you're denying the border. You're denying the border.
I will actually tell you
and
this.
You can look on your computer
I
right
actually
now.
feel a lot unsafer now than I did before as an Afro-Latino woman who lives in the state of Texas. Because I do feel 10 times unsafer, 20 times, 20 million times unsafer than I did previously, because going back to my original statement. When MAGA is being unconstitutional, they have detained people like myself who are Puerto Rican, Boricua, just for speaking Spanish in public and ignoring their due process, right? I have not been, but there's
You were
possibility
detained?
other Puerto Ricans have been detained. They've been released, but detained. The fact that I'd be detained at all is fucking absurd and ridiculous.
You've been
That's
lied
factual.
to.
Puerto Ricans have been detained. They've been released, but they've been detained for just speaking Spanish in public.
Yeah, because like what does a Venezuelan look like?
Okay, if you're just detained.
No, what does a Venezuelan look like?
Women.
That's what I want to know.
Very beautiful.
What does an Ecuadorian look like?
Okay.
El Salvadorian?
You want me
what
to
do they
say
look
brown?
like?
You want me to say brown?
I'm just wondering.
You want me
I
to
just
say
want to know,
brown?
like, what? Okay, I'll ask you. What does the undocumented immigrant look
You
like?
want me to say brown?
What do they look
Anyone
like?
that came here illegally.
How do you look illegal?
They're Chinese. They're Russian.
I think you
they're
might
from the
just
Congo.
be racist.
They're from.
I think he's a racist.
Just
Why am I
simple
racist?
racist.
Yeah.
Oh,
How did someone look?
You guys are.
I'm like, do you hear the question and do you hear the answer that you're giving? I really asked you. I said, what does an undocumented immigrant look like? Yeah, I did.
You asked me. You asked me. You asked me.
Now, are you so sad now that you're policing speech? Oh, just engage in her question.
Is this where you've gone to, Socrates?
Yeah. Be a big
but
boy.
I'm a
It's
second
okay.
grade
Take a
teacher.
deep breath
Remember,
and
I'm trying
answer
to
the
teach you
question.
how
There
to
you go.
talk.
You can handle it. Okay.
Well, I was just trying to help her
That's
talk.
okay.
That's it.
She got it.
Yeah,
Enunciate
you'd
a
be
word.
very surprised that that's actually the original pronunciation of the word, but you wouldn't know that. Yeah. Go read about the read about the etymology of the word,
A-X-E-D.
and go take a look.
Ax.
Go take a look at the word ask, and then you'll
So do you
see
speak Latin also?
that
Do
it
you
was
speak Latin
initially
also?
pronounced that way.
Do you speak
But
Latin also?
Socrates, we understand that you feel backed into
You
a
speak
corner,
Latin?
so you have nothing to do. You have nothing to
Backed
do.
into a corner. Okay.
in police
Immigrants are
speech,
brown.
as Ari
Immigrants
said.
are brown.
All right, so let's go on. How do you identify
Erica, don't you
an
see where I was
undocumented
going?
immigrant? And try to answer without being racist.
Well, in my city of New York, they were sleeping on the streets. And
Hey, I want to ask you a question, Socrates.
They were sleeping in hotel rooms.
Because we know that a person on earlier and asked them the same question, like, why is it
You can see me through the phone?
Why is it that when you ask a Donald Trump supporter a direct question, they can never answer it? Why is that?
Yes.
No.
I've been answering you.
You didn't answer.
Well, in my city,
See, no,
this is you
doing a long, drawn out answer. Like, we just want to know, like, how do you identify undocumented immigrants? Like, tell us, what do they look like?
Well, you want me to say that.
Why would I want you to say that they are brown?
I'm going to please you and say that brown. Because that's the answer you want me to give you.
The answer is you don't, because you can't.
Well,
that's the answer, silly pants.
Again, and from my experience,
Jesus,
they were staying in the Roosevelt. They were staying in the Roosevelt Hotel.
Is this real?
This is real. Are these real people?
He told
Where
on
did
himself.
He come from?
He told on himself.
He did.
Who just yelled at me? Who just yelled?
Just literally.
Who just yelled? Is this real?
Just tell himself. Kai Sinet. That's who yelled it.
Who's Kai Sinet?
I don't know. Look it up.
Tell me you don't know what a soundboard is.
Oh, I thought no. I had no clue. I thought it was your boyfriend or something.
Stupid.
Wait, that why are you in her business? Just stick to the conversation.
Okay, yeah. When they were in the Roosevelt Hotel in New York, they had actually asylum tents set up on our concrete on 48th Street. Yes, that's not good.
You remember? We're gonna rewind the conversation. Remember, like about 5 minutes ago, when Erica talked about the funding that Greg Abbott didn't send?
Why are you diverting? Why are you deflecting?
She's not deflecting.
I don't care.
This is a part of your argument.
I don't care about notes, huh?
So
let's talk about the open border. Why didn't they?
You're talking about the migrants that were trafficked into New York, right? Without the funding that was necessary to care for them. That's what you're talking about.
Well, no, I'm a sanctuary city. I didn't vote for that, and it is already funded.
Greg Abbott did that. Greg Abbott did that, right? And remember, you were complaining about Yeah.
Come on.
I live in the fucking state. There is not an issue.
Aria, what part of the state?
Who was Aria?
What's your name?
Jeez.
Who's Aria?
What's your name? Ari?
Ari, thank you.
Ari.
You know what? Never mind. You can't roll your R's. Just go.
I can't roll my R's.
Ari,
You're
fine.
right.
You just butchered.
I cannot roll my R's. I can't do it. It was okay. Now, if you look at the immigration reports from Homeland Security from the years that Joe Biden took office, I'm not blaming Joe Biden because if you saw the interview last night, you know Joe Biden wasn't in charge. So if you look at the immigration reports from the HHS homepage, look up Biden border crisis 2024 report, September 28th. You'll see that there was a border problem.
Encounters.
No, I'm talking about catching and release. I'm talking about the ABP app.
You mean what Donald Trump was just practicing in February of this year, catch and release? When he was catching migrants at the border and then basically letting them go?
Releasing them back into Mexico.
Yeah, because why was he doing that?
Why wasn't he releasing him into America?
Why was he doing that?
Oh, what do you want me to say? He's racist?
Why does everything go back to race for you? What are you okay? Are you okay?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Are you okay?
I stated
no,
my
seriously, are you okay though?
Are you knitting?
Wait, what are you doing? No, I'm tying a knot.
Are you knitting? No. What is that?
What are you doing? Why are you? Are you okay?
Focus.
Yeah, I'm really okay.
I
don't think everything's okay at home. Can't be.
Okay.
Take a breath.
Everything is great. The Knicks won last night.
Focus.
You follow basketball?
I need you to focus, babe.
You follow basketball?
Focus, babe. Ready? Focus. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale.
I'm good.
Focus on the conversation.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Let's. I supported Remain in Mexico. I didn't like when Joe Biden revoked it. I understood why Greg Abbott went to the Supreme Court and sued for it. When he got denied, he sent the migrants out of his country, his state, rather.
And he didn't send the funding that he received from the federal government for the Shelter and Services Program.
Did they send him more funding?
Yeah.
They
did.
Sent
No. Do you know what the Shelter and Services Program is?
No. Why don't you enlighten me?
Okay. It's actually federal funding to house. It's sent to It's sent to states to disperse to local nonprofits and organizations to actually house undocumented immigrants. That's what it's for. Right? Undocumented immigrants and migrants. All right. Your boy kept that money. Greg Abbott, he kept that money. You don't know what he did with it.
It's not my boy.
You don't know what he did with it, but he did send hundreds of migrants up to New York City. He did do that part, and he didn't send the money with him. So the state of New York had to figure out, which is not a border. They're not a border city. They're not a border state. All right.
Well, yeah,
the state of New York and New York City had to figure out what to do with those people. I thought you wanted me to answer the question, and here I am answering the question. And you're simply trying to tackle
New York is a border state.
Yeah, from the northern border.
Boop. Hit your mute button. Boop.
You just said there was two borders. You just said there was two borders.
What is wrong with you?
It's a border.
Well, you know that we're talking about the southern border. So what are you trying to do?
Talking about the southern border. You said there's two borders, remember?
But you said that there was no issue from the northern border. That's what you said. I remember you said that.
There's two issues.
No, you didn't say two issues. You said there was no issue at the northern border.
You did say that.
At the southern border.
You did indeed say that. Did you change your mind now?
I said there's two borders. The main issue was at the southern border. I didn't say there wasn't a problem at the northern border.
Yeah, you literally did say that.
I said the main issue.
It's okay. You can change your mind. You're allowed to do that. It's okay. We're big boys.
Oh, Ari, you know I'm not changing my mind.
Yeah, you definitely aren't changing your mind. You're changing your argument now. Anywho, he didn't send the funding. So the state of New York and New York City had to figure out what to do with these hundreds of people in the middle of summer and how they were going to get through winter. Would you have rather those people died on the streets of dehydration or even in the winter of hypothermia? Is that what you have rather happen?
Do you want me to answer?
Yeah, go ahead, answer. Show the class how cruel you are.
Okay, they ignored the citizens of my city.
They didn't ignore the citizens of your city.
They slept in subways. They panhandled. The immigrants got the migrants rather got $18,000 a year on a card. They did
not get $18,000 a year on a card. Prove it. Prove it.
Fact check me?
Prove it. Yes, prove it.
What
was the name of the card?
I don't know if it was.
I don't know the name of the card, but I know they got a card.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of credit card you have.
I don't know the name of the card, but I know that they got a card. What is it? Tell us, please. Go find it.
No. See, I brought it to
go
you,
find it.
And if you can't find it,
go find it. You need to source that.
You source it because
source it. You need to source that one, buddy.
And if you also
source
I would love to see a petition of all the New Yorkers mad at Greg Abbott if they're truly mad at somebody, because again, Greg Abbott did that shit, and as well as Ron DeSantis.
Exactly. I want him to source that one. Sean, if you still here, keep your finger on the trigger because you need to source that one. They got $18,000 on the card. What's the name of the card? Oh, I don't know the name of the card. Be so fucking for real. Like, just be for real. Oh, he's teacupping. Arvin, when people teacup, we do this. I love hold music. Oh, he's back. Okay. Nope. Still holding. Okay.
He had to make sure he didn't drop the live.
Oh, okay.
That time.
The immediate response card.
The immediate response card?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Ability Capital Finance. I found it, Ava.
Hold on one moment. This was awarded. Okay. That much money. Okay. And they ended it in 2024.
Yeah, when Trump became president.
They started. Okay. So they were awarded this here under New York's Housing Preservation and Development.
Yeah,
and our procurement and special initiatives. I need you to stop talking. All right. So this happened in January of 2024. The contract amount was $53 million.
Yep.
All right. They ended it in November of 2024. Let's see. What did they say?
What happened after November 2024?
Okay. So they spent $3.6 million of the $53 million. Okay. For 2,600 migrant families who are staying in shelters without kitchen access. Oh, okay. All right. Got it. Okay. So it was to help them get food. Okay. Got it. All right. Got it. So let's see here.
My citizens didn't get cards.
Okay.
My citizens didn't get cards.
Where's your anger towards Greg Abbott?
Erica, do you hate the
Ari is talking. Jesus Christ.
You have all this animosity as if listen, and I'm not a Joe Biden stan. I'm not at all, actually. But the fact that you want to have all this animosity towards Joe Biden, who didn't even freaking do it? He didn't do it. It was Greg Abbott
who opened the
and
border?
Ron DeSantis who had funding. He has funding. Border states are given funding.
Who opened the border?
And so did Greg Abbott not send the funding?
In the three degrees of separation, who created the mess?
I want to read this.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm going to read this. I'm going to read what a city hall spokesman said. So this is a person speaking on behalf of the mayor of New York City at the time.
My mayor.
So they said, through the immediate response cards pilot program, we were able to reduce food waste, redirect millions of dollars to our local economy, and provide more culturally relevant food to more than 2,600 migrant families in our care. As we move towards more competitive contracting for asylum seeker programs, we have chosen not to renew the emergency contract for this pilot program once the 1 year term concludes. For over 2 years, we have provided care to more than 222,000 migrants while saving $2 billion in asylum seeker related costs. Thanks to our resettlement efforts, intensive case management and National Leading Asylum Application Help Center. More than 160,000 migrants have left our shelter system and taken their next steps towards self-sufficiency. We will continue to implement and learn from innovative pilot programs like the Immediate Response Cards program as we care for hundreds of new arrivals every week. So actually, it sounds like New York City made some money because these people being given money. I still haven't seen anything that said they got $18,000 though.
They got $350 a week.
I don't see anything that said that.
They got $350 a week.
Where do you see that at?
You have ChatGPT. It's easier. Do it.
I'm not going to use ChatGPT because if you use New York City, I should make it New York City. But I love saying that. But no, show us, tell us, where's the source? Like, where's the source? You told us the name of the card. We have the name of the card. Now, please show us the source.
$350.
Where? Where does it say that at?
Google $350. Google the name of the card.
Sir, but I can't keep doing your homework for you. That's not how you get through life. You have to provide your own sources.
I told you.
I can't keep doing your homework for you.
I told you, you prove me wrong, and I'll agree if you prove me wrong.
I can't keep doing your homework for you. I need you to substantiate your own claim.
$350 a week while my citizens got nothing. In Brooklyn, in Staten Island, in the Bronx.
So everyone
Manhattan,
in the 5 boroughs,
you got nothing.
So everyone in the 5 boroughs, all right, they don't get any assistance. There's no type of assistance from there. There's no Medicaid. There's no food stamps. There's no housing assistance. There's nothing available for them because all the money is going to the migrants. Is that what you're saying?
They're citizens of New York.
Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure that's what you're saying so we can understand each other.
Okay, what's 350 times 52? Everyone's like 18,000. Your followers are not that smart. God.
You saw one person ask that question and that's what you want to go with?
No,
is that how you want to? Is that how you want to?
350 or 18,000?
But you saw one person say that. So I just want to know. I just want to know, like, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get it from?
The number?
Yes. No. Where'd you get? Yes, the number. Where'd you get it from? What source?
This is a source that I had when I got my letter on my. This is what New Yorkers get. Once it ended, we got everything.
Do you know the
this
difference
person
between
can't answer a question?
Secondary or a tertiary source?
What's that?
Do you know the difference between a primary, secondary, or a tertiary source?
You want me to show you a source? It's actually a letter I got from the city.
No. I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm at the bare basics. I'm doing what's called scaffolding. Do you know the difference between a primary, secondary, or tertiary source?
No, why don't you tell me?
Thank you so much for subbing. Q. Drop some hearts in the chat for Q for the sub. I'm gonna do a sub commercial after this.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine, babes. Go ahead.
This is very obvious, but maybe news to you. You are not equipped for this conversation because what Erica's asking you, what Erica's asking you for is a primary source with the numbers and the details that are providing to the claim you are making. You are unable to provide that primary source.
I gave you the name of the card. You looked it up.
No.
I think you got upset because I gave you the name of the card. I think Erica got upset. Erica, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Take a breath. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Erica.
Hold on. ChatGPT is not a primary source.
Why don't you ask a question?
It gets stuff wrong all the time.
Ask questions.
It gets information wrong all the time because what ChatGPT does is
it doesn't get your information
it feeds you information that you want to hear. It does not always get the information right. That's why it's really important, and they're talking about it in schools, that you need to fact check things if you're going to use ChatGPT because it does not get the information right.
I didn't get it from ChatGPT. I was telling you.
You just told her to put it into ChatGPT.
Well, put it anywhere you want.
Where did you get it from?
I got it from my borough president, my borough council president. Vibes, the truth. Oh my God, vibes. Yeah, I got vibes. I got vibes.
Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Like, you can't be. You can be a lot of things, Socrates.
Yes.
But you can't be fucking for real.
No,
you're just making it up as you go. That's all you're doing. Just tell us where you got it. Your borough council president. Your borough.
I got it from my borough president.
Tell us, like, just tell us. Did he put it in a letter? What did he do?
We get a letter. We get a letter every quarter.
Okay. Is the letter published online? What was the date of this letter?
I don't have to look for it online. I have it in my kitchen.
Go get it. Go get it then.
You ready? I get a letter from my director saying that unicorns exist. Now you have to believe me.
Okay. They just wanted to know where my tax dollars were going to.
I have a letter from, you guys hear this on the live now. It's official. This is how we're providing evidence. I have a letter from my director saying unicorns exist.
Ari, you sound like a brilliant.
But yeah, Socrates, you on the other end. You're on the other side of that spectrum. You not so much. So show us the letter. You have camera access. You have camera. Yeah, you have camera access. We want to see the letter, Socrates.
How do I use my camera?
Oh my God, it's already 10 o'clock. Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick while Socrates gets that letter. All right, guys. So here's the deal. All right, let's keep tap. Oh my God, have some impulse control, sir. Please, I beg of you. Thank you. Just impulse control. I just need a minute. I need a minute to run my live. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good grief. All right, guys. Let's keep tapping that screen. Let's get up to 200,000 likes. I really want to do some acoustic karaoke tonight. Acoustic karaoke. So let's do that. Also, guys, we only have 3 more of the popcorn thingies to go. I don't really know what they're called, but I'm going to pin them. All right. So we have 3 more of the popcorns to go. Then I'm going to set a manifestation goal and see what happens. Also, guys, show all the love to Ari as she is here. I don't know what it is we're doing with Socrates. I feel like we're just playing hot potato at this moment, passing the dummy around. Can I say that? That's not ableist. I hope not.
No, that sounds.
So, shut up. All right, guys. So let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for the love, the support, the encouragement, and the engagement. And real quick, guys, if you want to become a love, by all means, click that star next to the chat bar. Hey, we got one. What's your name, baby? Let me see. Ooh, I was too close to the mic. That's my bad. Shout out to Dearest Amanda for subbing. Yay. Drop some hearts in the chat for Dearest Amanda. If you want to become a sub, by all means, click the star next to the chat bar. As a sub, you get access to the monthly drop. If you're not feeling the op, you can drop. Also, you get the privilege of co-hosting with me for 10 minutes a month. So you can do that. And you get access to the amazing Discord. So come join the loves. It's fun over here. All right. That was fun, guys. Thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all. All right. So let's see here. Socrates, get the letter. Because you said it's in your kitchen for some reason. So get it.
Yeah, it's in my kitchen, but I'm not getting off the couch right now.
Because you don't want to prove your point? You just want to use words and hope that they stick, that you're not challenged? Is that what you want to do?
Call the mayor's office tomorrow.
That's what you want to do? You don't want to prove your point here? You don't want to own the libs?
No, I'm not trying to own you.
You don't want to own the libs?
I'm just trying to be
thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sean, for knocking those out. I appreciate you, bro. All right, awesome. We're going to set the manifestation goal. All right, if we get this manifestation goal, we're definitely doing some acoustic karaoke. And like 1 or 2 people, if you want to sing along with me, you totally can. Because I want to see something. So yeah. Anywho.
What you just pulled, Socrates, that's called a trust me, bro.
Okay. It's facts.
Oh, I was just going to call it a lie.
It's not a lie. Not a lie.
He's not lying.
Not a lie.
You're telling a lie.
Not a lie.
You're a lie and the truth ain't in you.
Not a lie.
It's crazy, Socrates.
Well, I wouldn't tell you what you got from your local government, would I?
If I was using it to, as a part of an argument, then I would show it to you. I would show the proof.
Okay, why is that person
with the official letterhead?
Okay, first of all, it's not Socrates, it's Socrates.
It's Socrates.
It's Socrates Johnson from Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. I identify as Socrates.
Sure. All right. So everything me and Erica have stated the entire live has been backed. Like, we know these are factual things that have happened, between policies to events.
Okay, why don't you back that there was a border problem? There was no border problem. Let's start there. Look on your, Erica, you have the computer right in front of you. Come on, don't make me. I am hungover.
Take the concession about the number.
I went to the Knicks game last night. I am hungover.
Why did Ari, you know what's so funny? The white men always come here, and when they start, like, when they're backed into a corner, or the talk isn't going their way, the first thing they say is they're either drunk or they're hungover.
No, but I don't want to get off the couch. I don't want to get off the couch.
Every single time, Ari. I don't understand.
You know how comfortable my couch is? Why don't you just look it up? I gave you the name of the credit card. You didn't like the answer I gave you. I gave you the name of the company.
I didn't say anything about the answers you gave. I asked you for the name of the credit card. You gave us the name of the credit card. And I looked into the name of the credit card, and I saw the message from the mayor's office in November of 2024.
Yep.
And it actually disproves what you said. It disproves what you said. They only spent $3.6 million on it. So there's that. Out of a $53 million contract, they spent $3.6 million.
We used more funds.
Make it make sense. Anywho, go on, Socrates. Either shit or get off the pot. You about to get off the pot, ain't you?
But thank you for the concession.
Thank you for the concession. Are you serious? You guys have not said one intelligent thing tonight.
Okay, just because you say it doesn't make it true, dear.
Just because you say it's true.
I'm just saying, just because you say it doesn't make it true.
I see you have Jasmine Crockett up there. Do you think she's smart?
She's absolutely amazing, smarter than you for sure.
Yeah, okay. I forgot more than she knows.
Well, it's really weird, but okay.
No, it's not. I'm laughing.
Doesn't it just kind of? It doesn't make you. It's kind of cringy, isn't it?
Don't make
real cringe like.
Don't make me. Weird. Don't make fun of my laugh. How dare you?
Your laugh was weird. It was a nervous laughter. It was strange.
No, I was actually laughing.
You're being really awkward. It's kind of uncomfortable at this point. Can we move on? I'm like, thank you for the concession. We appreciate it. Now we can move on.
If you drop me, you lost. Remember that. If you drop me, you lost.
Dropped you. We're just talking about thank you for the concession, because if you do not have the evidence we're asking you for, that's a concession.
Exactly. Okay. What do you think about habeas corpus?
What do I think about it? I think it needs to be suspended temporarily to speed up the deportation process.
Who gets suspended?
The ones that he put under the Aliens Act.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Everyone that falls under the Aliens Act.
I said who can suspend it? Who can suspend it?
Well, it's got to go in front of the Supreme Court, of course.
Yeah, you are definitely not equipped to have this conversation.
Why? I'm giving you every fact.
No, you're not. Do you? No, you're not. Oh my God, Socrates.
Why don't you tell me who can suspend it? Because
Article 1, Section 9, literally, says Congress. Congress, buddy, Congress. That means the House and also our Senate.
President. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Roxy.
What is the Alien Act?
Drop some hearts in the chat.
What the hell was that? Where is that?
Something that you'll never receive because no one likes you.
Okay.
I believe it. I believe you. Okay, I do. I believe you.
You're the one. I'm 50 years old. How are you? How old are you?
I'm almost 60.
Focus, dude. Can you focus, dude?
He can't focus.
Habeas corpus, yeah, but if he declares the Alien Enemies Act and he's trying to suspend habeas corpus, and it does get through Congress, it's going to go through the Supreme Court. You know that, because the lower jurisdictions are going to go against it. And if you want to talk about
what you just said makes absolutely no sense, because even under the Alien Enemies Act, which is actually the reason why habeas corpus is the reason why the Supreme Court just struck down and delayed again Donald Trump implementing the Alien Enemies Act. That's literally the reason why, because the Supreme Court actually ruled that Donald Trump only allowing them less than 24 hours to actually go before a judge in regards to their unlawful detention. All right. Only allowing them less than 24 hours to do so went against habeas corpus. So they found it to be unconstitutional. That's why they delayed it.
When was the last time you suspended? When's the last time we suspended habeas corpus? It's been done before. When's the last time?
We know when it's been done before. And then when I tell you when it's been done, when it was done, I want you to tell me how it was done. Who approved it? I want you to tell me that, okay? I want you to do that. All right. So the last time it was done was 1942 under FDR.
2001.
No, it wasn't. Habeas
Yes,
corpus
it
was not suspended in 2001.
Check it.
Time it was used was after Pearl Harbor.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, for the Japanese encampments, but check it.
We just looked this up recently. It was last instituted for Pearl Harbor.
That's New Zealand. Let's see here. Do. We are looking. Yeah. Let's see here.
Guantanamo Bay.
And it was the Japanese internment camps.
I said Japanese. Oh, I got him confused.
Your subtle racism is absolutely annoying. I just want to let you know that. It's annoying. I need you to stop. Just stop. Just stop it. Just stop it. You're gross. You're disgusting. It's absolutely gross.
We consent. I don't consent. We don't consent.
To what?
Scary and inappropriate and uncomfortable.
Oh, I just said I love you. Jesus.
That.
Do I have to sign a TikTok form?
That. Respect boundaries.
No, so it was never. It wasn't. You're wrong. You're wrong. It wasn't suspended in 2001. It wasn't. Bush tried to pass the presidential military order in order to detain non-citizens suspected being connected to terrorism. Basically, as enemy combatant. And it exactly. So that's why they were sitting there. So that wasn't for the United States. This was something that they did outside of the states. It was within our jurisdiction, though, I will say, because it was Guantanamo Bay, which is a U.S. base.
In Cuba.
But how do you say it that way?
Cuba. She said I couldn't roll my R's. I said Cuba.
But does Cuba have an R in it?
No R in it. Oh my God.
I said Cuba. Cuba. C-U-B-A. Cuba. Not Cuba. Did I say Cuba? Who's the girl that keeps saying I'm wrong, Socrates? Is that Sam?
Sorry.
Wait, Aaron, that laugh is horrible. That laugh is horrible.
Fucking dumb. Oh my God.
I say Cuba. I say Cuba.
I hate it here. Oh my God.
Cuba. Like ask. Like you said ask.
Is there an R in Cuba?
When am I saying R? Cuba.
No, because you said, you literally just said, she said I can't roll my R's. So Cuba. And we're like,
yeah, but everyone's like, there's no R in Cuba. I say Cuba. That's it.
We know that there's no R in Cuba, but why did you mention not being able to roll your R's?
He said, because I was trying to sound like I was Latino. Quavo.
Yeah, anywho, it wasn't suspended in 2001. And the last time that it was suspended was in 1942 due to Pearl Harbor.
When was it
so
suspended?
there is that. And the only way that you can suspend habeas corpus is simply with an act of Congress. That is it. Okay. Before that, it was in the Philippines in 1905. All right. It wasn't 1905. It was 1902. All right. Also during Reconstruction.
See if Roosevelt got an act of from Congress to suspend.
Roosevelt did get an act of Congress.
Let's have fun.
If you didn't need an act of Congress, right, to suspend habeas corpus, be quiet. If you didn't need an act of Congress to suspend it, and the president could just do it themselves, then why, when Abraham Lincoln suspended habeas corpus by presidential order, Congress found it to be unconstitutional? Be quiet. If you didn't need a vote for it, so they revoked it, held a vote, then passed it, then and only then was when Abraham Lincoln was able to actually suspend habeas corpus.
Erica, why don't you
so there's that.
Why don't you Wikipedia Franklin Delano
Why
Roosevelt
is that?
suspended? Why don't you Wikipedia? Why don't you Wikipedia?
The president cannot choose to suspend it.
Yeah, look, he did. Check it out. Check Wikipedia. I'm teaching you. You should be happy.
It's not a reliable source.
You should be okay. Just check it. Check it yourself. FDR did not get congressional approval. Check it.
Computer right now looking at this stuff.
This is so silly.
Executive Order 9066. Check it. Why aren't you typing? Executive Order 9066.
I'm already looking at habeas corpus and when it was suspended, so I don't have to type anything.
Well, if you want the executive order, it's at 9066.
All right. So he filed for martial law. Okay.
That's no Congress.
So this was military court. Okay.
But you said he did.
That though. Let's see here. He had to file for martial law, and we were under attack. So that's how he was able to do it.
What? How are we under attack with Japanese citizens?
Thank you.
By Pearl Harbor, but what does that have to do with the Japanese citizens? Were they a part of the military?
Pearl Harbor.
I realize it was Pearl Harbor, but were they military members, the Japanese Americans?
And it was only in the state of Hawaii that he suspended it. It didn't apply in California. It didn't apply here in Arizona, where they actually had internment camps. So it wasn't there. It was just in Hawaii that they actually suspended the writ of habeas corpus. And that's because he declared martial law in Hawaii. So it was only there.
California, Washington, Oregon, and Arizona.
Yep. And it was just in Hawaii.
California, Washington, Arizona, and Oregon. Don't
Show
worry.
it. Where? Show it.
I'm not going to make it JBL. Why don't you Wikipedia?
No, I want you to show it.
I don't know how to show things.
Okay, then tell us the source. Where does it say that at? Because what I'm reading is different than what you're reading or what you're stating. You're saying that it was applied in California and Arizona. So that's what we want to see.
Sir, is you just tell the name of the top of the article you're reading?
Yes, because it's just Hawaii.
National Archives?
It's just Hawaii.
Executive Order 9066, National Archives.
Oh, that is so crazy. It's so crazy. Oh God, I can't wait for this part, Ari.
Are you checking it
this part?
Are you checking it out?
Yeah, I can't wait. Hold on one moment. I'm reading something here. Okay, that's the part about the suspension clause that I forgot, and that Congress does have to approve it. All right, and so basically, the suspension clause.
The states I mentioned.
Can you
Washington, Oregon.
No, you need to
Washington,
be quiet.
Oregon. It wasn't just Hawaii.
I literally just said you need to be quiet. So, in the time of a rebellion or an invasion, and public safety requires it, then and only then can the writ of habeas corpus actually be suspended.
What? Okay.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished. All right. So what ended up happening is that FDR did suspend, was able, because he declared martial law. He was able to do it. And what ended up happening is that
you said he went to
in the states outside of Hawaii where it was suspended.
You just said it was
Hawaii was the only one to be found constitutional because Hawaii was the only one where the threat actually persisted. The other states, it did not persist and was later to be found unconstitutional. So there's that part. So can you tell us whether or not, in the states that you mentioned that the writ was suspended, was it constitutional for the president to do so? Yes or no? I just gave you the answer. I just gave you the answer.
I don't think he's really good at hearing those answers when someone gives you a cheat sheet, did you actually use it in class?
When did the Supreme Court make that decision? 2018. At the time, they did not uphold it. 2018, they went back in history and said it was gravely an injustice.
So was it found unconstitutional or no?
In 2018, it was.
Was it found unconstitutional or no? That's the question.
Yeah, it was in 2018.
Oh, okay. All right. That's it. Then we have it.
40 years later. No, 64. What? How many years later?
You really are bad at math. All right. But the question is, was it found to be unconstitutional? Yes or no? Now the next question for you, while you think of that, is going to be this. All right. What invasion are we currently under, or what rebellion?
What invasion were the Japanese a part of besides Pearl Harbor? That was an air attack.
I'm asking you a question. You want Donald Trump.
Migration. It was an invasion. You don't think it was? It was.
I have news for you.
I like the past tense of this also. Go ahead, Ari.
I have news for you on that. So, did you know that Greg Abbott stunt he pulled? You know, all that stuff that you're not mad at Greg Abbott for when you should be?
I'm not mad at Greg Abbott.
Especially because he didn't give your state the funding that you're mad about. You're mad about the money. Yeah. So when he was putting buoys in the water here in Texas that was unaliving migrants, he did that declaring that Texas was under an invasion. And you know what happened? The Supreme Court stepped in.
Yeah, I know that.
And they said that migration does not qualify as an invasion. Wow. So we already have a precedent for this.
What? Mm-hmm. What's this have to do with habeas corpus and how I proved you wrong?
you
Because
didn't prove anything.
You just tried to say migration. You just tried to say migration is an invasion.
Migration is an invasion.
And the Supreme Court has already made the decision that it's not when Greg Abbott tried to pull that.
This is fun. I just want to know what invasion we're currently under. Where are we being invaded from and by who? Do you know, Ari?
No.
Did Greg Abbott ever go to the Supreme Court with that? Check that. Because you're wrong. You guys are so wrong, but you think you're smart. Yeah, I give you credit. It's great to think you're smart. It really is. I think you're really strong about that. But you're not smart.
If it didn't go to the Supreme Court, I concede on that. But a court ruling was made that an invasion. It could have been a federal court.
Okay. Do you know
invasion does not migration? Migrants coming over does not qualify as an invasion.
Do you know what Alexander Hamilton said about the courts?
Oh, you love bringing them Hamilton.
I'm talking. You understand what presidents?
No court should have power over the sword or purse, but merely judgment.
I want to read something. This is from an encyclopedia, guys. It's from an encyclopedia, the Densho Encyclopedia. This is in regards to habeas corpus. I want to read this. And Socrates, I want you to be quiet while it's being read, okay? This is a learning moment for the class, okay? So this is what we're going to do. All right. Also, guys, let's try to knock out the Cooper's baseballs. If we can knock those out, then we'll do something fun. All right. So let's see here. It says martial law. Oh, thank you, Q. I appreciate you. Thank you, Q. All right. Martial law was declared in Hawaii immediately following Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. And habeas corpus was also suspended as authorized by the Organic Act. The fact that martial law was never declared and habeas corpus never suspended on the mainland of the United States became a central issue in cases challenging the forced removal of Japanese Americans from the West Coast and their indefinite incarceration during World War I. See Korematsu versus United States. The case of Misui Endo, whose case became a landmark lawsuit, was initiated when lawyer James C. Purcell filed a habeas corpus petition for her immediate release from Tule Lake and the subsequent appeals that resulted in the Supreme Court's ununanimous ruling on December 8, 1944, that the government did not have the right to continue to detain a citizen who was loyal to the United States. In the related case of Duncan v. Kahanamaku, lawyers J. Garner Anthony and Osmond Frankel filed writs of habeas corpus on behalf of their clients to challenge the use of military tribunals in Hawaii during the war. The Supreme Court ruled that Congress had not allowed for military tribunals under the Organic Act, which authorized military rule during the war. So basically, they found it to be constitutional in Hawaii, unconstitutional on the mainland in 1944. So guess what? It didn't take until 2018, like you said.
No,
it was only until 1944 that they found it to be unconstitutional. So yes, it was suspended in Hawaii, as I previously said. We just all read that. It was suspended in Hawaii. We can agree on that under martial law. However, on the mainland, it was not suspended, and it was being used unconstitutionally on the mainland, and the Supreme Court ruled on it. Anything else? Disprove it. Now, go. Rebuttal.
In 1944, the Supreme Court upheld the internment of Japanese citizens. In 2018, Trump versus Hawaii, that's when it was deemed abusive to the Constitution.
It was literally found unconstitutional.
Abusive. I just said abusive.
9-0 ruling. A 9-0 ruling in 1944.
2018.
No, 1944. We literally just read it. I don't understand what it is you're doing. Are you okay? No, seriously, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Because we literally just read it. We just read it. We just went over it. Like, you can reference books here. All right. What you can What you can reference here is you can reference Anthony J. Garner, which is one of the lawyers mentioned here. All right. He wrote Hawaiian Martial Law in the Supreme Court. Is from the Yale Law Journal, 57, number 1, 1947, pages 27 through 54. All right. You can read Laura Edwards' book, A Legal History of the Civil War and Reconstruction and Nation of Rights. You can read that. That was printed in 2015. All right. You can read Peter Irons' book, Justice at War, the story of the Japanese American internment cases. This was published in 1983. You can read Greg Robinson's book, A Tragedy of Democracy, Japanese Confinement in North America, printed in 2009. I'm just saying, we have sources here.
When was Fred's case overturned?
We have something that you haven't been able to do.
When was Fred's case overturned? When was Fred's case overturned? Okay.
Sources.
I see you really take after Jasmine. When was Fred's cases overdue?
I'm sorry, whose cases?
When was Fred, the gentleman, Fred, I can't pronounce his last name, Komosoto, case overturned in 1980? It was never overturned in the 40s. It wasn't overturned until 80. Check it out.
You're referencing Korematsu versus United States?
Yes.
All right, you're referencing that one. The case in question here isn't that one, though. That's not the case. The case that you should be referencing is the case of Mitsu Indu. That case that we just literally went over. That was the landmark case right there, not Korematsu. That's not the landmark case. So why are you even referencing it? Why? Why are you trying to reference that? When was Mitsu Indu's, Mitsuye, I can't pronounce, Mitsuye Indu. When was her case overturned?
That was one case in 1944, but Fred's case.
That was the landmark case, though.
Why? But it didn't work for Fred.
That was the landmark case. The case that you're talking about came beforehand, so it doesn't matter. When was the case that actually set the precedent? When was that case overturned? Tell the class. Hold music just because.
34, December 18th.
That's when it was ruled on, and they found that you could not confine indefinitely Japanese Americans who are loyal to the United States. So that's when they said that it was unconstitutional.
That was one person.
That's when they said that it was unconstitutional.
That was one person out of 100,000.
That's when they said that it was unconstitutional.
How many people
please,
were involved with
can you please tell us?
What?
Can you just tell us when was this case overturned?
What case was it? It was never overturned.
Exactly. So it was found unconstitutional to suspend. It was found unconstitutional to not allow people the writ of habeas corpus to be able to file a petition to go before a judge to contest their unlawful detention. It was found unconstitutional, I should say, on the mainland, December 18th of 1944. There we go. So your point is moot. Your point is moot. Your point makes absolutely no sense because you're not even referencing the correct case.
We're talking about two different cases. One lost, one won.
I'm telling you the case that matters here, the one that set the precedent, that was the landmark case. All right. The one that they refer to moving forward was never overturned. The internment, the unlawful detention of Japanese citizens, Japanese Americans, I should say, and Japanese immigrants on the mainland was found to be unconstitutional.
Doesn't make it a landmark case.
It was found to be unconstitutional, though. So there's that.
But Fred's case wasn't.
There's that. It was found to be unconstitutional. You need to just accept it. Get Donald Trump's penis out your mouth and also scroll them out. I was going to say something. I'm going to stop. Okay, go ahead. Like, bruh, we do not have a current invasion. There's no invasion. There's no rebellion. Donald Trump has no legal authority at this present time to suspend the writ of habeas corpus.
I always said he's challenging the Constitution. That's all I said. He's challenging it.
I know. In order to challenge the writ of habeas corpus and to suspend it, because you're going back way to the beginning. We're literally talking about the habeas corpus right now. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Focus, man. I need you to focus.
Okay,
focus.
Erica.
Thank you.
Erica, you're lovely. Erica, you're lovely.
I know. I'm fantastic. I'm great.
I love you.
I'm aware of it. Now, I need you to focus.
I'm taking a screenshot of you.
What evidence does Donald Trump have to support suspending the writ of habeas corpus?
He declared an invasion. He's the president. He can do that. You know that.
He can't do that. You can't do that. Do you know that the NSA actually found that there's no evidence to support an invasion? Because Donald Trump actually said in his little order to use the Alien Enemies Act, that the Venezuelan government was helping Trinidad and Tobago actually cross the U.S. border. And that was proven to be a lie. Once again, duped. Y'all been duped. Duped. All right. The NSA, National Security Administration, also along with the FBI and the CIA and other three-letter agencies, found that there's no evidence to support that the Venezuelan government actually assisted Trinidad and Tobago with crossing the American border. I know he's not absorbing it, Q.
He went to
Article
5, Section 4. Article 5, Section 4.
Of course he isn't.
What's that?
So there's that. You're not listening to anything that I'm saying to you.
No, I didn't.
Because my question to you is currently, all right, is what evidence does Donald Trump have to suspend the writ of habeas corpus? And that will require you to know at least one of the two conditions needed.
I agree with Donald Trump. There was an invasion.
What evidence does he have? You believe it just because he said it?
No, because our borders were open. You cannot. Okay,
but you don't know. You don't know what he actually claimed.
Erica,
I'm telling you what he claimed.
Erica, is it okay to facilitate migration? Why are you shaking your voice? I don't want to upset you.
Because I'm about to cuss at you. That's why I don't want to curse.
You could curse.
Here's the deal. Here's the thing.
You want to DM me?
He lied. He told a lie. All right. In order for him to implement the Alien Enemies Act, he lied and said that the Venezuelan government was assisting the Trinidad and Tobago gang with crossing the southern border. That's what he said. That was his premise for declaring that we're under an invasion.
Did we have a fentanyl?
I'm not finished. Federal agencies found, because what you're saying, that's a non-sequitur. That has absolutely nothing to do with this.
That's an invasion.
The federal agencies,
how many people
including
died?
the FBI, CIA, and National Security Administration, found that the Venezuelan government did not support Trinidad and Tobago with crossing our southern border.
Oh, okay.
The lower court on May 7th found, oh Lord Jesus, a lower court found on May 7th, a lower court judge stated that the Trump administration could not deport a plane full of Venezuelan migrants to CCOT under the Alien Enemies Act because the Trump administration failed to provide evidence, so proof. They were unable to substantiate their claim that the United States was being invaded. Tis all. We're not under an invasion. What's up, Ari?
No, I was gonna say is again just saying migrants.
Okay, what was Donald Trump's main?
Hi, I was talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And just claiming that migrants coming here is an invasion does not qualify as an invasion.
Exactly. Also, guys, I need y'all to do me a favor because I don't know if we're gonna. I'm trying to manifest. I'm not doing that great of a job, so I don't know if we're gonna knock out the Cooper's ball. We only have 4 to go, but I definitely want to see Ari's coins over 1,000. So can we get Ari over 1,000, please, and do all the good things for her? Because it's rare for her to stop by and then to hang out. I'm like, oh shit.
Well, what about me? I only have 4 coins.
No one cares about you.
4 coins. I only have 4 coins, though. Don't you think that's upsetting?
No, Q, he doesn't realize that.
I appreciate you, Erica. Thank you for having me today.
Aria, how do I send you coins, Aria?
And I'm good. I'm so good.
Can I follow you?
No, please don't. Please don't.
Why?
I don't want you anywhere.
I think we had fun.
Really weird and inappropriate this whole time. I don't want you anywhere near me.
I'm not going to be near you. It's TikTok.
Yeah, no, like not even on the same panel, dude.
Are you serious? That's so.
Back to the conversation.
Strange fellow here. So again, lower court judge and also our 3-letter agencies found that basically Donald Trump has no evidence to support his claim of an invasion. All right. So therefore, how is he going to implement a suspension of a writ of habeas corpus? How's he going to do it?
Okay. Well, he said there was a strain on public services, which there was. He said there was
no evidence.
Hey,
he says it, but where is the evidence to substantiate it, Socrates? That's the thing. I can say anything. I can say, you know what, guys? Right now, we are being invaded by white South Africans.
50 of them?
We are being invaded. I just said it.
Okay, I agree with you. I think that was horrible that he did that. Terrible look. But
shout out Q. Thank you so much for sending Ari that galaxy.
You cannot facilitate migration.
We know that. That's in the Constitution, duh.
I know, but when you fly someone over the border, not vet them, what is that? Is that facilitating migration? We had a border problem.
Thank you.
I feel like, do you watch CNN a lot?
Dear Amanda, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You watch CNN a lot?
I don't watch the news at all.
Do you just listen to Jasmine Crockett?
No, I like to read my news.
Dan wants to come up to the conversation. Bring him up.
Yes.
He can't.
I'm focusing.
You need to up your dose of Adderall, dude.
I'm on Xanax right now.
You up it.
If I upped it, I'll be on the floor.
We wouldn't be mad.
Focus.
You wouldn't be mad?
Focus.
Erica, I thought you and I were becoming friends. I thought you
and I were not friends.
Focus on the question.
Okay, well, Donald Trump, when he ran, he stated 3 things. I voted for him for those 3 things. So whether he could prove it or not, I voted for him for that.
Prove anything. Oh,
so that's what I voted. That's what I voted for.
What did he just say?
He just said I voted for
Erica,
this. That's
someone
it.
said Erica, go back to school. Hey, Popular, be nice to Erica.
He said my evidence is I voted for this. That's what the evidence was.
No.
I thought he said my evidence is I voted for 3 things, and then he never mentioned the 3 things.
Scale criminal activity and strain on public resources.
Any of that. You can't prove any of that.
Again, Socrates, these are just words. Where's the proof?
Dan wants to come up.
Where's the pudding so we can look into the proof?
Why don't you look at the Homeland Security page, September 28th, 2024. Look at it.
That's not proof.
Right
there have been decisions made after that and evidence presented after that to the contrary. So where is the proof in the pudding that Donald Trump said that we're under an invasion or some shit? I don't know. I'm getting sleepy. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah. You want to go to bed?
I want you to provide proof that we're under an invasion. Not just words. Where's proof? Where's some stats? Where's some statistical analysis that actually will prove that we're under an invasion?
I'll tell you exact words to Google. Go to the
You can't give us anything from 2024 because, again, we just literally had a judge rule on this as of May 7th that there is no invasion. And then we also had our three-letter agencies say that the Venezuelan government is not helping a gang cross the southern border.
Yeah.
Right? So there's evidence to the contrary, after your September 28th report.
Someone gave me
where's the current evidence? You ain't got none.
Why don't you go to the report that I'm talking about, read it. If you agree with it, do it. Do it.
No, because that report dated after May 7th, 2025?
It doesn't matter. It's September 28th.
Is that report dated after May 7th, 2025?
There's no invasion.
It's not. It's not. So, okay. All right.
There's no invasion.
There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah, sure. All
There's no report. Why don't you look at the report? You don't have to agree with it. Just look at it.
I tell you.
Go to the Homeland Security 2020, September 28th.
I tell you.
It's actually labeled Biden's border crisis. Check it out.
I'm not looking that up. I already told you I'm not looking it up because this is silly.
Are you talking about the committee report?
Yeah, I'm talking about the report on immigration during.
Do you know what the committee reports are?
Why are you talking? Why are you trying? Okay, look up the HHS report, the Homeland Security report. Look it up.
I asked you if you're talking about the committee report. You just said yes. Now you're talking about the Homeland Security.
That's all I'm talking about. You're bringing up the committee. Look at the Homeland Security report.
All right. There's no point. No one's going to look this up. And the reason why we're not going to look this up again, because decisions and reports have come out after it, basically debunking. There is no evidence to support that the United States is under an invasion. All right. You need to let it go. So unless you can actually provide us some evidence that this country is under a current invasion from the southern border, then you need to concede. You need to just say, you know what? This was a nice talk. I learned a little bit. Have a great night, ladies.
This was a wonderful talk. I found a new stupid person on TikTok, and I appreciate that. And her friend Ari, she's a moron too. And I guess we can have a good night. Right?
Guess it takes one to know one because you're wrong. You can't prove that migrants in New York received $18,000. You can't prove that. You failed to prove that.
Okay.
Right. You haven't proved that there's any type of invasion going on. Okay. Also, you haven't proved that the writ of habeas corpus was officially suspended on the mainland of the United States.
It was in Washington.
It was not. It was not suspended. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was erroneously used due to the declaration of martial law and the suspension in Hawaii.
Now you're pivoting. You're moving.
No, I'm not pivoting. I'm just recapping what you haven't been able to prove here today.
You said Congress.
In the case of Endo,
they had to go through Congress.
In the case of Endo,
1980.
Right, 1944, December 18th, 1944.
That was
right. The Supreme Court found that it was unconstitutional to suspend the writ of habeas corpus
for one person.
Nope, it wasn't just for one person. It was a landmark case. They found it. They couldn't do it. That's when they stopped it. And then they shortly stopped it in Hawaii thereafter. And then also, what was the last thing you couldn't prove? I think I already said it, that there was no evidence to support an invasion. Oh, yeah. So there's that. So Socrates.
There was an invasion. You still don't know
There's a
shit?
bad echo, by the way. You need to swipe out of the app and come back.
Everything that you've dictated that you deem qualifies as an invasion, you can't prove.
You can't. Okay. Okay. Listen to me. Go to the Homeland Security webpage. Look at the report. I'm not. Listen. Am I still echoing? Am I still echoing?
Mm-mm. Am I echoing? I feel like I am.
No, you're not echoing.
Okay.
No, you have a wonderful voice. Do you sing on here? Look at you get so mad at me. Do you sing?
I'm not mad. I'm disgusted. There's a difference.
Yes.
You're echoing, Ari.
No, she's not.
She just was echoing.
There's your echo or reverb in your background.
No, but it just sounded like you were. Okay, we don't agree that there was an invasion. I agree that I think there was. And he's deported how many people so far? Has he been impeached? Do you want to talk about how he's doing in Iran? We could talk about that. He stopped the nuclear program. That's a good thing, don't you think so, Erica?
Topic.
Why? Let's talk about something. We've been on this topic forever. Let's talk about something else. What about Iran?
So thank you. Are you conceding then you don't have any information to prove anything you're saying? Thank you for the concession again.
Okay, for the two lovely ladies.
Hey, somebody dropped the bag of L's. I haven't seen
what?
that. The bag of L's. Wait for it. Wait for it.
L's. You just give me the finger?
Why would I give you the finger?
What'd you just do with your finger?
What do you mean?
What
What
did
about?
you put on your
like
lip?
this?
Oh, you didn't use your finger? Oh. The bag of bells. I lost all your followers.
You're such a peculiar person.
No, I like you, Erica. I do. I had fun with you tonight. We had fun. I'm not okay, fine. I'll take the L, but this is Erica's page, and I did not expect a W. Just remember that. I came into hostile territories with her and her beautiful friend Ari, right? Ari?
So Socrates, do this for me, please. I want you to do this for me.
Yes.
Because you're about to be another one that I collect. All right.
Can
you just tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Queens Hospital, Jamaica City, Queens. I am a institutional sales trader for a firm called Point 72. Don't tell anyone.
No one gives a fuck. I just wanted to keep on talking. I hope he caught the finger also. Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. Share the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Hey, I'm trying. I'm manifesting. I'm keeping hope alive. That I can get 3 more of the Cooper's baseballs for this manifestation goal. And then I'm going to start singing because I like to sing. Do some acoustic karaoke. Thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate you. All right. I just saw one of my subs. I think it was Chris that said drop. And I was like, okay. Bubba loves dinosaurs. All right. Can tell you everything about dinosaurs, all the different periods and everything. It's absolutely crazy how he does it. Has a fantastic memory. But yeah. Oh, child. Ari, that was a lot.
Slide. I was trying to keep myself muted because I'm not going to front you. I was laughing.
And sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it just be that. It be like that. You can't do nothing but laugh.
Mom.
Hold on one moment.
W Bubba. Oh, that was it. And Socrates, don't think I'm actually laughing at you. You're not funny. You're actually really weird. And please stay away. Like, just off of that interaction, if I knew you in real life, I'd probably immediately file for a restraining order. Please, no. Thank you for the corgis. Thank you for the gifts. Oh, boy. Tap the screen, y'all. Like the live. Keep giving Erica all those gifts, all the love. She deserves it, especially if that's her regular everyday. Oh, my goodness. Oof. That was rough. Them dinosaurs, yeah. Listen, my little brother, he's big on zombies. I can tell you every single different kind of zombie there is. So I feel that.
I told that boy, I said, shut the door. He just told me I'm not safe from a dinosaur. Then he read to me about a dinosaur. I couldn't hear him fully because I was listening in my ear too. But then I say, okay, Bubba, thank you for that. Shut the door. He said, no, I don't shut doors. I open them. I know that's right. I know that's right. I don't shut doors. I open them. I know that's right, baby. So there we go. There's Bubba. Okay. All right, guys. Whew. That man. I ain't got much patience left. I don't know how much more I can take. I'm trying to see. But Ari, we're gonna do one more and see what happens. I don't think this person voted for Trump. We'll see what happens.
Bubba.
All right. Is it Thadamus? The Thomas? I don't know your name. Sorry. Did you vote for Trump? That man is snocked out. That's how sleepy I'm gonna be in about 35 minutes. Let me drop you.
You just put him to sleep.
I know, right? I don't know. Request up and find out. All right, Adriana wanted to come up for a moment. Hi, Adriana.
Hi.
Hello.
All right. Bubba might know this, but I too also have a fixation with dinosaurs. So, just in case, there is in a museum in Houston a perfectly 100% authentic Triceratops skeleton that they have on display. And since they have all the bones, it's not strung up by wire like we usually see with like T-Rexes and everything. It's actually perched on like this metal frame, and I believe if I remember correctly, they named it Lane. And what else is cool about this Triceratops skeleton is that when they found it, it was preserved in its skin, which they also have on display. And the skin, is in such perfect condition. You can see like the individual like segments of what looks like scales and the indentation of a follicle.
This is in Houston, you said?
If I remember correctly, I will drop it in Dan's Discord if I am wrong.
Okay, Bubby, are you familiar with the basically like a full Triceratops skeleton in Houston? Just answer as if you had a job interview. Don't say nothing crazy.
So Triceratops.
I know, but are you familiar with it? It's at a museum in Houston. Have you heard of that one?
No.
You haven't? Because they said it's a full Triceratops, like you can see the scales and everything, and it's not even like strung together. So it's like a full skeleton. Because I know you know about the one in Chicago at the Field Museum.
Oh yeah, that one?
Yeah, but you never heard about the one in Houston?
Yeah, that sounds like a fun one.
Which one would you rather go see? The one in Chicago or the one in Houston?
I want to see that. I want to see that sculpture of the T-Rex
in Chicago. Okay, all right, bet.
Ooh, the T-Rex in Chicago is beautiful.
Hold on one moment. Are you drinking out of the bottle? Have you? Are you okay?
W Bubba.
That just happened. All right. So yeah, I think but I'm gonna look into that one because then that could be probably a trip for him, like later or spring break next year or something. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'll drop it in Dan's Discord. I'll tag you.
I'm in there right now. So yep, please do. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Night night.
That's awesome. Night night, Adriana. Have a great night, love.
You
awesome.
Too. Yeet me for the
drop some hearts in the chat for Adriana, y'all. Drop some hearts in the chat. That was cool. A full Triceratops. I like Triceratops. So I want to see about that one. I think I want to go see it. All right. I might go to sleep. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep.
Yep. Good night, friends.
Good night. Ari, thank you so very much for stopping by. I appreciate you, love. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you for having me. You
Of course,
too.
anytime. See ya. All right, y'all. Oh, I forgot that part. But guys, thank you so very much. Drop some hearts in the chat for Audrey. Drop some hearts in the chat. I need to see them. Yep. We're probably as a summer vacation. We'll see if I can get him to Chicago. We'll see what happens. All right, but Vegas first because I gotta see Kendrick Lamar. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. So long. Farewell. Avita, say goodbye. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and play our ending song here. Let me go ahead and throw that on. Tonight was fun. I'm not gonna kid. Tonight was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Phil, I'm going to be messaging you because I saw that your sub is expiring in 48 hours and we need to talk. We need to talk, Phil. What am I going to do, Phil, if your sub expires? All right, so let's see here. All right, where is my song? Oh, before I play my song, let's end on YouTube and Twitch. Twitchers and tubers, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Lagartha, I see you over there. Thank you so very much. Also, I see Karshawn over there hanging out too. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all so very much. And Kano, if you are still watching, that is Ari for Education. She is available on TikTok. So come on over to TikTok and make sure that you shoot her a follow and check out her lives. She typically does lives about education, but she also does talk to these Trump supporters at times. And it's a good time because she's so darn smart and amazing. She's awesome. All right. So guys, Twitchers,